What's going on here? There we go.
Blow.
What is up? Actually, nah. Let's do it right. So welcome to the Culture Chronicles.
What's up? What's going on? What's a guan? What it is?
Yes.
What it do?
Yes.
What it do?
Yes.
Happy Hip Hop Appreciation Week to the world, to everybody. Just to let you know, in case you didn't know, this is the third week in May. It's Hip Hop Appreciation Week, and so we just want to give a big shout out and a peace and blessings. Hip Hop Appreciation Week. I believe this is also when the Hip Hop Declaration of Peace was established. So this week is big in hip hop culture. For those of us that do not know, we are definitely celebrating Hip Hop Appreciation Week here today. So, peace and blessings. Welcome to the Culture Chronicles. It is Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. We are live. What it is, what it do. All right. On Wednesdays, we do hip hop healthcare. So today, you know what I mean? We're going to have a special guest coming up here today. Someone that's a good brother, someone that's near and dear to me and my wife and our family or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know this brother as a good person. I think if anyone knows this person, I think my brother here that we about to bring to the table, they can vouch this person is a good person, worthy of flowery receipts. You know what I'm saying?
Flowery receipts.
You like
yes.
that? You like that?
Yes.
Some MC shit. You know
All
what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Look, I mean, without no further ado, for real, you know what I'm saying? Coming to the stage right about now, it is the one.
The only.
It is the only. My man, the Mellow.
Guerilla William.
William.
Guerilla.
Yo, peace. What's going on?
What's up? Peace.
Hey,
What's up, man? I'm good, man. I'm good, man. How you, man? Everything straight?
Yeah, man. Lovely, man. We blessed out here.
Word up, man. No doubt. Hey, yeah, man. In honor of Hip Hop Appreciation Week, I feel as though I wanted to introduce people that's getting to know me. You know what I mean? It's Culture Chronicles, Fats, Soul Trust Records, all that kind of stuff, whatever. You know, who you roll with. You know what I mean? They met Simile, earlier this year. You know what I'm saying? She up in the village or whatever. So I figured today is a good day and the perfect week, Hip Hop Appreciation Week, to introduce the world to one of my close homies, you know what I'm saying, who has traveled with me in hip hop, you know what I mean, and house, you know what I mean, actually, you know what I'm saying, we can get into all that or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but everybody, for real, make some noise, you know what I'm saying. I mean, receipts. We giving receipts today. We giving flowers today. You know what I mean. And I just want to say before we move any further, we dedicating this show.
I would say get some water.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some water.
Just get a little bit of water in that little plant so we can bring.
All we're gonna do is just that little bit for my man. All right. So go ahead. I got
you. So we got Guerilla Will. We don't want to go too deep because we want to definitely dedicate this show to Paul Mooney.
No doubt.
R.I.P. to the legend. It hurt, like I said earlier, at least he got to live to a pretty good age and do a lot of things in his life from a young age. So, we don't want to lose anybody, especially to any kind of illness or anything like that. But we all got to go. And I think my man left a great legacy in his path, man, in his wake. So R.I.P. to him. So we getting some water together so we can pour these libations and then we will move forward. Until then, y'all, everybody say peace. You know what I mean? Greet us. Make sure we know you're here and your presence is felt.
Greet me.
We'll do the little one?
Yeah, we'll do the little one. So, 519, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Paul Mooney. Ashe.
Ashe.
All right. And on that note, this joint is called Hip Hop Healthcare. I put blood, sweat, and tears in. Let me pull it up on the screen. Like, look at
show it, yo.
Boom. Look at it. Who's that young man?
Boom.
Who's that young man right there?
Harper, who that woman?
Pull up more and then
chill out, right? I heard that.
No, don't be like that. So yeah, he's
That's what it is.
he's giving us, full beard here, mic control, you know what I mean, breath control, all that shit right there.
Yeah.
All right. So introduce yourself, or do you want to be introduced more? Like, you want us to rub butter, or you got?
I'll go if you feel you still need to rub butter afterwards.
Okay, he said I'll go.
We're just gonna do it throughout, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. We'll just, you know what I'm
she
saying?
said.
Again, this is where we let everybody know why we here for real. You know what I'm saying? So
word,
yeah,
yo. Peace and love, Guerilla Will, Assassin's Crew, Urban Artistry, Funk Lords, Order of the Solar Flare Natives. You know what I mean? Real niggas everywhere.
That's what it is, man.
But nah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
man, I think that's it, right? Yeah.
So you part of mad groups. All right.
Yeah.
Well, what do you we'll take turns, or whichever.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Okay.
Because I know how I'm approached the brother. I know how I'm.
You know how you approach him? Okay,
Yeah.
shit. Okay. Well, I'll keep it feminine, Dan. So no, what is your what would you say is the one thing that I guess defines you? Like, if a person is like, like, what do you do? You know what I mean? Like, what would you say? What would be the first thing that you would say?
Honestly, that I would say, or that people would say?
Well, I don't know, because, let's start with people. I like people better. How do you
right.
think people perceive you, and I guess how you perceive yourself? Like, because you named a lot of different. I asked you that because you named a lot of different groups.
True
So
indeed.
that means you wear a lot of different hats. Sound like to me. So what's the hat though?
So most times when people know me from dancing, usually that's the first thing gets brought up, no matter what arena I'm in. It's like, oh man, you still dancing? Like, it's like, yeah, I guess, like, yeah, no doubt. But yeah, dancing is usually the first one, and chef is probably the second one.
Right. Those who are listening, can you let me know if there's an echo or anything? What's up? Floyd Vader said, "Yerp."
Your
You know what I mean? Yerp. Solar Flat Native, stand up. What's up, Tiffany Amanet? Greetings.
home team.
Home team. You know what I mean? Everybody here. And what's up, MF Rose?
What up, Rose?
All right. So listen too, man. For those who are following this on my joint on Black Girl Gamer, if you can head on over to Culture Chronicles and follow it, it's the same broadcast. But for now, I want to know, is there any kind of echo? Y'all give me some feedback on that. And if there is, we'll put on headphones. All right. So thank you. All right. So you said most people know you as a dancer, and then they say chef second. You know what I'm saying?
True indeed.
That's the same with us. We knew you. No echo. Good. We did. Nova Ballard. Hey. We knew you as a dancer as well. We know you as a dancer. I said knew you because now you've become chef man. You know what I'm saying? But you here on some hip hop stuff. This was called hip hop healthcare, right? So
right. All right. So look, what we're gonna do? Y'all know how I do. I keeps it historical. I keeps the timeline. Y'all know me. You know what I'm saying?
Mad chronological.
okay. Keep it back chronological.
Y'all know me, man. All right. So look, I'm just gonna start the interview for real. For me, my perspective on just when I met you. The first time I'd ever seen Guerilla Will in my life, I think I had to have been somewhere, a b-boy battle, or like you said, or a dance thing of some sort. And I just remember, I think it was Concrete Monkey, your cousin, spinning on your head.
Yeah.
Now, that's the first time that I was like, wow.
Hold up. Did you just say a person was spinning on his head?
Was spinning on Guerilla Will's head.
A human being.
A human being, a whole human being, and perfectly symmetrical. By the way, I just wanted to add to the being was perfect, and I'd seen that done after that a couple more times. So it was no fluke. It won't no one-time thing. It was something that the crew in which he was a member of, the League of Extraordinary Breakers at the time. That was one of their signature moves. I didn't know that, but the first time I'd ever seen and met Guerilla Will was that. So what I want to know is, how the League of Extraordinary Breakers, build with me. How did that crew come about? You know what I'm saying?
We got to go a little further back, I think.
Boom. Talk to me.
What was that jam? It was in Norfolk, and homie pulled the gun and got the whole joint shut down.
Downtown Granby Street.
Talking about Veronica.
The one Veronica threw when the fire department came in there. Did the
Yeah.
They said homie had a gun, and then Yeah, they was whack.
Yeah,
it was
the-
Oh, Veronica cried. It was sad.
It was because that was one of the greatest
That
events.
event was off the
And
chain.
we didn't get to rock. We were supposed to have rock that night. We didn't get to rock. The B-boy battle didn't get to go down. Yeah, it was crazy.
It was either that or it was Relative Theory.
I'm thinking Relative Theory. I remember in High Action. I'm remembering just a lot of energy, a lot of b-boying going on, and I just remember, Concrete Monkey ending up on your head, and y'all kind of shutting it down with that, and then Caps, and then, it was y'all had a 6 squad. So
true.
Yeah, but how did that come about? The league,
So my cousin Concrete Monkey, big ups, cuz.
He still b-boying? What are you doing?
Yeah.
He good?
He's in New York, yeah, chilling.
Word, yo.
He got mad kids like Caps, yo, like they don't stop.
You got mad nieces and nephews, son.
All over.
Word up, yo.
They don't stop.
They don't. That's why I'm good. You know what I mean?
Word.
Like, uncle all day right now. But so one day we went to Salem High School. I was on my way to football practice. I really ain't want to go. He was like, "Yo, come with me to this meeting real quick." And I was like, "What meeting?"
Go ahead.
And so we went to the meeting, and when it was in the cafeteria. When he opened the doors, it was cats breaking. It was cats doing graph pieces on paper because legal. You know what I mean? This ain't East Side, yo. And people beating on tables, rapping, and I was enthralled. I was like, "Yo, what's happening? What is all this?" He was like, "Yo, it's a hip hop club. We're here every it's like Monday or Thursday." He said, "People come in and get down." And I was familiar, but like I really wasn't down like talking about. So that started, and we had a crew from Salem. We graduate. We ended up running into these cats that had a crew from Kempsville. And then we all started practicing at Kempsville after that. And we were about 13 deep at that time. And that's when the League of Extraordinary Breakers was born.
D-Man.
What up?
What up? It's a red. You know what I mean? It's a door.
On
YouTube.
Native stand up. You know what I mean?
I.
Gang signs.
So you say y'all was about 13 deep at that point?
Yeah, they was always deep. I remember
the
league was always
right. They were a league,
right,
of extraordinary breakers.
Yeah, you want your party to rock, look like a party, just call them. You know what I mean?
True.
Yes,
and it also made sure ain't nobody get hopped. So like,
right.
You know what I mean? Whole government. But yeah, so we started that crew, and we started doing shows and showcases, like, just around town. And I believe the thing that kind of made us, solidified us as a crew, was Unity Fest 07.
Unity Fest.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's when we battled. That's when we battled everybody.
Right. And I remember, because which crew was highly favored at that time? Was it Boca? It was Boca. And everybody was kind of looking for them to win, and y'all came in and kind of shocked them up that time. You know what I mean? So that was dope. You know what I'm saying? So I like that or whatever. I remember that night. That was really dope. You know what I'm saying? That was really dope.
That was a special night for 757 hip hop all around.
No question.
That was crazy.
I actually still got that flyer around here somewhere. I hold on to certain events. You know what I'm saying? That was definitely one of them, whatever. So
I got one at Mom's crib.
Word. That's what's up. Yeah.
Oh well, I'm gonna see if it's gonna mirror yours in any way. I was gonna say, so your brother is a b-boy, you know what I mean? And at that time, I remember y'all just being more on some b-boy stuff. So like, where did the house come in for you?
Oh man. Two things. One, we got bored and we wanted to go party one night. There was nowhere to go. And I believe Sheed invited us to a heat party that Demetrius was throwing. Demetrius Williams. And heat was like an underground house party, maybe 30 cats. It's never really too big, but the vibe was always really, really dope. And so we loved the music, but we was doing what we was doing. The house came in when I met Decimus, when I met X.
And for those who don't know, that's Floyd Vader, y'all.
Floyd Vader, yo.
That's Floyd Vader.
That's
X.
SCs.
My man,
I
50
mean-
grand, yo. That's my right hand.
I got one question before the house. Funk Lords.
Yes, sir.
How'd that come about? How'd y'all end up in it? Because I remember that. I remember that being a big deal. That's Atlanta, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's Atlanta.
So how did that happen? When did that happen? You know what I'm saying?
Big ups to Quick Funk Lords. All capitals, yo. I forgot how they got here. But Funk Lords is primarily Zulu. Like they are a Zulu crew. They're almost like a farm system for MZK. Like you get into Funk Lords to do your thing.
Okay.
MZK.
Word.
We met Quick at an anniversary in New York, at a Zulu anniversary in New York. The Jabberwockies were coming here to do a show and a jam at Wesleyan.
I remember that. I didn't go, but I remember that.
So Awesome Zulu, Quick came up to he was judging. Quick was judging the jam. He saw my brother and was like, "Yo, like I don't know who you down with, yo, but you know who you need to be down with." And my brother got down Funk Lords. So I was like, "Yo, that's so tight." And I was mad happy for him. And we got down a little bit later that night. And Travis came and was like, "Yo, he wants you to get down. He wants you to get down." I'm like, "All right, well." And chopped it up with Quick. You know what I mean? Spent some time, and before the night was over, we were both down with Funk Lords. So,
Nice.
And that was a highlight for real, man. Like I'm blessed to say that me and my brother, we weren't always the closest, but like in hip hop, like we ran side by side by side by side. And we've accomplished some wild stuff together. So like that's really dope. That was really dope.
Well, no, again, I knew y'all as a couple, at first, especially in league Funk Lords, it was definitely the both of y'all. You know what I mean? Yeah, at that time, y'all the handshake, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? So
yo, gang relation, yo.
Yeah, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Baby peacemakers, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So now can we chronology guy, history guy?
I just had to get that Funk. No, Funk Lords was pivotal. We got to get that Funk Lord. We got to get that because I remember when that happened. We was like cats. We was like, oh, because again, we was Zulus at the time. It was a big deal. That was a big deal. You know what I mean?
Go back.
You know what I mean? Well, no, we good, but now. Boom,
so you met X.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, you met X.
So I met X. This is like a mad ill like dance movie story, which is wild. So me and X were on two different dance teams back in the day. I'm not gonna mention either one of them because it don't matter right now. We were on two teams. They were beefing. Me and him joined these teams late, so we both inherited beef. We was like, "Yo, what y'all mad about all the time? Like we dancing." So I ran into X at an event, and he was housing, and I'm like, "Yo, you housing?" He was like, "Yo, how do you know what I'm doing? Nobody around here knows anything about house." And I'm like, "Well, I know a very little bit, but you know what I mean? Like I know house." He was like, "Word." And so we got together after that, and we taught a class together at ODU. We taught a workshop, and both of our crews were like, "Yo, like." It was like crossing enemy lines. Dance beef is so stupid, but we'll talk about that later. Right. And then, so we did that. And from that point forward, like we would have practice like 3 days a week at ODU or at your house. And yeah, man. And we just kept training and getting up on music. And then we went to DC, and that's when we met House and Iron Man, and that's when it got real deep after
That's
that.
when it got deep. Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
for all of us.
You pulled us into the vortex. So.
Well, that's how we met X.
Yeah.
Listening to the story, I mean, that's how we met X. He brought X over and to the Zulu house. So y'all, for those who don't know us, we are for one, make sure y'all like, share, and follow and all that stuff, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm host. I'm got to Oprah the joint real quick.
Shout out to Tobo Chico, not a sponsor.
Ooh.
All right.
I wish I had some. I should go down and get some of the I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna get some of that special beer you gave us. I love that. The one with the cactuses on it.
Yeah, go get a shout outs to the folks. I'm gonna get that.
But that's how we met. I'm gonna just let everybody know who he is too. Like that's how we met this brother.
Put
I mean, on some hip hop stuff. We met through the culture. You know what I'm saying? And all of us Zulus and everything. Guerilla Will was the chapter leader of the chapter before Fats was the chapter leader for a while. And so that being the case, we corresponded with him on a regular basis because our house is headquarters, or was headquarters, and cats would come through. You know what I mean? Our chapter was, it was pretty good. It was hip hop and all, but he brought through a lot of the dancers and stuff. And our chapter, by he, I mean Guerilla Will, and our chapter got really, really dancey. And then Fats already was a dancer, so, or AKA Culture Chronicles. He already was. Hey, thanks for the bits and stuff too. I'm on a different platform, so like I said, it look a little different over here. So thanks for those bits. Thanks, Kiwi. But yeah, it was real dancey in the house, and so we raised our children and raised ourselves. You know what I mean? And just a dancey producer, rapper type culture over here at the house. You know what I'm saying? And one night he brought over X, and X is in the house dancing. Fats was too, and Guerilla Will, and they kind of blended it in with what Colin was doing, and everybody, you know what I'm saying? The strutting and all that. It went insane, yo. It was dope. So y'all looking at the reason why, you know what I mean, this whole thing is happening. All of us up here DJing and doing what we doing. This is steeped in years ago. These two cats meeting at, where was it? ODU? What did you say y'all met at again?
ODU.
Yep. So thank you. So anyway, here it is. I got a smart ass mouth. You know what I'm saying? Got a smart ass mouth. Guerilla Will gave us this. You know what I'm saying? Local beer. It's dope. Very delicious. So let's get a little happy. Mouth. Come on, get happy.
But yeah. All
right, you go ahead.
So well, now that I'm just saying, now that we still on the we on the journey. Now we are like you said, Old Zulu Nation chapter 30, but we starting to, when Dave Dawood, the old intellectual aspect of chapter 30. See, we was in chapter 30 a little bit before Will, and it was like a little intellectual hub. That's what we was at that time or whatever. Did a lot though, made a lot of moves. We was an intellectual hub. Once Guerilla William joined, and
I just told him this, how dancey.
The chapter had became or whatever. That's when we had. Yeah, no, for real. You completely changed the whole environment. And again, I just want to say, brought it out of me. Now, I've been house dancing, knew about house before I knew, in the 90s. So, but of course, me being a Junipers, I took up the element of the MC full tilt pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And went there and then just kind of,
And then met me and everything.
Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Everything.
And then y'all, in my experiences with y'all, like I said, UX going up to you know what I'm saying, urban artistry, going up to the Joint Soul Society or whatever. That again, because I experienced house, but not like that. Not with DJ, not with the legend we got to see that night, rising power to the ancestor, you know what I'm saying? Was it
Sam Burns, yo.
Sam Burns. I've been in an event with Sam Burns. You know what I'm saying? Messing with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
It was a memory, a real memory.
I'll never forget that. You know what I mean? So,
D-Man was there.
You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say, what is it? What okay, I know what house has done for me, like music, house music, period. And we know the relationship with and what's going on. And look at what we're doing now. I just want to say, what has it done for you? Just
house.
Yes.
So the dope thing with house is it's hard to explain, man. Like house took me out of my like that weird thing that like B-boys have, like that murder, kill, like. You know what I mean? Like it's weird.
Oh, we know where it come from. So yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like it's this thing where it's like it's all go all the time, like, and it's all beef. House gives you a chance to gave you a chance to kind of like express, and it's more like feeling driven than like it's not as flashy. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
So you kind of got to feel the vibe out, and really just have a good time, man. Like house music and going to house clubs is so different than going to like hip hop clubs. And no banging on hip hop clubs because we get it in at Fresh Fridays, but yeah, yo.
Yeah, but hip hop got that energy though, that machismo.
I mean, that's and then the Fresh Fridays, big up the Fresh Radio, DJ B and them, and the fam or whatever. They had the perfect hip hop environment, and take that from someone who's lived a lot of my experience through hip hop in the club and in the club scene.
You got hiccups?
A little bit. I'm good though. Fresh Fridays. I'm glad that y'all got to experience Fresh Friday, y'all generation, because y'all really got a chance to really feel at least a little bit of what I got to experience.
Me too.
Back in my day too. Yeah, that's why I say y'all generation. You know what I'm saying? All y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I was there.
No, I'm saying what you said. What I got the experience. I'm saying okay. From that perspective.
Yeah, but like you said, I like what you said with that with the house, because for me, I transitioned, like I'm Buddha stretch. So my dance style primarily is Buddha stretch. So I took the Buddha stretch style and did the house. Kind of like your story and my story is the same, whereas the only thing left to dance to in the 90s in the clubs was house music.
True indeed.
Everything else was starting to go Biggie, Nas, and Wu, and Gin and Juice. You know what I mean? And so everything was starting to go in that direction. So dancing was starting to be completely like put out of the club. So the only time you could get something, a dance on in the club at that time, was the house set. You know what I mean? And so while I'm Buddha stretching at that time.
Well, hold on. What's Buddha stretching? Let's learn.
Buddha stretching, yo, pause.
Well,
What is Buddha stretch?
All right, so the dance styles, y'all, from let's say the Cabbage Patch and the WAP, on all the way up to footwork, stunts, scoop and scrap. When you see scoop and scrap, Fendi and Marquez, Steezo, Rising Power to the Ancestor, those kind of dancers that were behind all of the rappers in the 80s, all that is all the Buddha stretch style of dance, the footwork, the slides, the stunts, the Cabbage Patch, the WAP. That's why they call it a freestyle type of dance. But I've taken that, I took that and pushed that into a house style. And for me, it did the same thing. House is for me, I've been like, for instance, I was dancing, I was so into the house, I guess, vibration in DC at U Street with y'all that I like woke up. I was dancing and came back like, oh, I am on Earth. That's what's, you know what I mean? And so, house puts me in a vortex. Like you said, definitely no beef. Like you said, I've never been to a house event and never, ever, you know what I mean? And felt anything like anything or like beef, or I felt like anything, you know what I mean? At all or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, yo, house gives you the ability to catch the ghost. Shout out to CoFlow. It gives you, like, you know what I mean? Like house opens up, like it's so like almost ritual. Like it's something spiritual about it.
I share.
Indeed. No question about it.
I share.
No question about it.
I share. You know what I'm saying?
It take you there, like, seem like more than any other kind of music. And I like, so I was going to ask you, so if, what would you say? I don't like to ask these kind of questions when I think about it, but if you had to pick,
right.
you had to hear one kind of music for the rest of your life, hip hop or house or R&B, whatever, what would it be?
That's good. That's a good one, Joe. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
and do you consider yourself like a hip hop dancer, a house dancer, funk? I mean, obviously it's like a mixed bag, but
yeah. So I mean, for real, at this point, I do whatever the hell I want. Like anybody gonna stop me? Like,
yeah.
But it's like I really don't consider myself, like, I guess I can say popper before anything else, funk stylist, if you will. But once you start getting into names, it start getting weird. People start.
I don't like it. Yeah. So it's just to get a feel for, because I rhyme and stuff. But I remember the day I woke up and realized that I was more that I liked R&B more than I like hip hop, or you know what I mean. And it just but I don't have to choose, thank God, because I would hate to have to take hip hop, But I am hip hop. I am hip hop. So that's why I can say that, like, you know what I mean? Like, so just as a taste thing, I can say, oh, I don't like, or I like, because it's nothing I can do but be hip hop.
Well, see, that's what I was saying.
And that's how you are.
And that's why I think we're experiencing house the way we're experiencing it too. All three of us here. You know what I mean? Floyd Vader, who can rhyme, by the way.
It's a rhyming ass motherfucker, actually.
Well. Floyd got bars, cuz.
Yeah, he does. It's nice. You know what I'm saying? We like you said, we are that. You know what I mean? And so, but that's why hip hop can do things. Like I say, I have a hip hop style of dance in house that I've taken and made it into a house style or whatever. So I try to have the best of both worlds. But that was a good question, because I like reggae more than I like hip hop. I take reggae over hip hop personally. You know what I mean?
Oh, maybe it's all day.
Yeah, maybe it's because I can't do, you know what I mean? I don't speak patois or nothing like that. But reggae is something I can always be a fan of. I can do hip hop. I'm an MC. I can rock it. It's just part of something that I do. Like you said, we are hip hop. But reggae for me and how it makes me feel, which everybody in the Twitch world will see in a little bit.
I got to be honest. that might be my answer. If we're going full reggae umbrella, like, yeah, that's probably my answer.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. It's interesting because I think it's just a vibration thing. I think hip hop is dope, but sometimes you just can't vibe to it like you can with other music. You know what I mean? It's word based, so sometimes that can pull away from, as opposed to a music like, let's say, jazz or R&B, which is more melodic, and stuff like that. And then just the energy. We know, like I said, we always talk about hip hop, so we know where the spirit that hip hop comes from. So again, we're not knocking hip hop at all. Hip hop is amazing. In what it was able to do.
It's why we're here.
It's why we're here today. It's why we're having this conversation.
No question.
But it's one of those things where, vibe wise, I think all of us, just as vibey people, dancey, as vibey people, we want to feel some vibes. And sometimes it's harder to feel vibes with hip hop, especially, after a while. But go ahead.
I think vibrations is the word. Vibes are the word, like, because house, if you in it, it'll take you. You're going. Same thing with reggae. Mm-hmm. If you listen to reggae at a certain point, and you start and slamming on tables and stuff, and you can't help it. You feel it.
You know what I'm saying? That's true. You know what I'm saying? So I realized too, and we're in DJ school, right? We're in self DJ school right now, Key University, DJ school. You know what I mean? I'm realizing that DJing house and DJing reggae have a similar vibration. House having that heartbeat. You know what I mean? We all know the heartbeat of house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then reggae having a similar baseline thing. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to rockers, you're almost kind of playing the same song, but because of what the people are doing to the music, and then it's instrumentation. Rockers is bands, so it's instruments being played. So that's what makes that a little bit. That's what brings it a little bit more home for me too, as far as rockers. But like I said, house is by far the most spiritual experience, me personally, I've ever had, especially in art and in art form. Yeah. You know what I mean? House music just is taking me places. I've daydreamed. I guess I can clean up to it. I've traveled to it. I can put on a house. If I put on a house and driving somewhere, I'll be to DC in about an hour and a half. Not even realize like damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's driving music. It's really driving and cleaning up.
Yeah, I love that.
Making love.
So another thing that you brought that we all learned in our experiences together in this hip hop house thing, the dance thing. Big up the thread count, by the way. We're gonna build on that in a second, and we actually segue with this question. One of the things that we had all began to learn was, especially y'all being younger than us and we being y'all elders, telling y'all, well, hold on, man. Some of these people is assholes. That motherfucking B-boy is asshole. This motherfucking asshole. Motherfucker ain't even speak. You know what I'm saying? So, right. So we're going to go into, and the one thing that I know that we all took, at least those of us at the Order of the Soulful Natives, one of our biggest lessons we learned as a village, as a family, was that you got to look at the person first.
Right.
Before the element, before the skill set, before the talent or whatever. You got to do that or whatever. So, your experiences, you've judged, you've hosted jams, we know all that or whatever. So, your take, because we was living with it at that time. Y'all was showing us the culture. Y'all was showing us dynamic. Big up the Mean, who actually went and became a dynamic rocker. We saw some good stuff happen from chapter 30 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, your take on that or whatever, as far as the talent versus the person in your walk. And I definitely want to build with judging, politics and dance. We know we need to go in on that. That's one of the main reasons I really wanted to have this joint with you or whatever. So how you feel about that stuff, man? You know what I'm saying? And then we can go ahead and bring that thread count in behind that. Let everybody know what the deal is. You know what
I'm so happy you asked, sir.
Come on, man. You already know.
Crazy Legs been an asshole since day one.
It's not nothing new, huh?
It's not. No doubt. It's nothing new.
No doubt.
You can feel that kind of energy coming off cats. Like yeah, like, but there was a stark difference because I've met people from his era who were equally as important, who didn't act like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I see what you said. True indeed.
A lot of times we get caught up in the celebrity of everything, and dance is no different, and cats out here worshiping people and putting their names behind people and doing everything in the name of these people. And then ultimately we got let down. All of us at one point or another. Like we can run down a list of 5 names, and one of them has disappointed you in the last couple of years.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? So now we're at a point where and shout out to House, shout out to Junius. He said
already.
We all sat down for a meeting, and he was like, I just need everybody to understand that the people come before the art. Nobody cares about your art form if you're an asshole.
Come on.
Point blank, period. Like,
period.
People are so wrapped up in making something happen, dance wise. Like, oh, I got to make money, or I got to be this person, or I got to get I got to get this amount of clout or this amount of standard. That they'll step on whoever, and that's not, as a people, that's not how we roll.
Right.
And as a people, you know what I mean by as a people, yo. Like, as a people, we're not. That's not us.
We don't do it like that.
Right.
Yeah.
We're very community driven, and so a lot of people will kind of put the community front on. You know what I mean?
I'm laughing at this though. D-Man.
Hip hop.
Hip hop. Hip hop.
Hip hop. And fuck KRS too. Can I curse on this? I didn't even ask.
Oh no, man!
You hear all that motherfucker in that Fat just did?
I'm saying,
he went ham.
No doubt.
No,
you good? We grown. It's real.
Man, and I grew up a Chrisite, and I'm gonna second you on that. You know
no, Chris has led many astray. You did damn near half your MythBusters live last week was debunking shit that Chris said.
I mean, well, he was the one that was romanticizing the story that we was telling through the camp.
We was telling the kids a bunch of bullshit because KRS had said it, and we just figured he knew his shit. And,
but now we know why he did. Now we know why he was romanticizing, because he was getting romanticized.
Because he was getting.
You see the Shan joint, right?
Oh no,
you didn't see the Shan interview?
No, not yet, yo.
Okay, well look,
Shan put him out there.
Shan, we're gonna say this. Okay, Shan said, we all knew KRS was homeless. Now he even said that. Hey, KRS, we all know that he was homeless. Guess who he stayed with when he was young?
It got to be Bam, yo.
And we're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
We're
gonna leave it at that.
And anyway,
so for anybody else in the chat, yo, like, if you have any questions about Zulu or anything, we don't bang with Bam, we don't bang with Legs, we don't bang with Chris. And once again, incredible people let me take that back. Incredible artists who have given us a lot of amazing things that we have been able to take and spread a positive message throughout the world. Like, so we can't take that from you. You know what I mean?
We not. I still will play some KRS-One.
I mean, with
music,
an accomplishment, like you said, is an accomplishment. But that's what we building on. You see what I'm saying?
That's the point.
And skill.
Right. You're an artist. It does not mean you're
versus the people. And again, we about the babies. So
and can I say this? This is the reason why, y'all, just to go on a little bit of a rant. This is the reason why I personally have never really enjoyed or been able to take up for Kanye, but so much, because there's so many people that are in his lab. Like he's this amazing genius. He's very talented. But if you don't know how to treat people, I don't give a fuck what you know how to do. I don't care what your talents are. If you can't speak to fellow man or treat people like no, hold up.
Hip hop. What's wrong with him?
So y'all, if y'all don't get it, we're talking about the way KRS-One when he's in an interview, like how very British and very like he's like
him and Bronx.
Yeah, him and you're right, him and Grandma
doing that too.
Yeah, and it just kind of it's off-putting. But anyway, again, we don't want to bash brothers too much. It's not about that. We're just we're silly, so we're gonna laugh, y'all. And I'm off that smart mouth, baby. I gotta talk shit. But anyway, he said Kanye belongs in Arkham.
That's hilarious.
But seriously, for the criminally insane, but not just take the criminally off, because he's just like for the emo insane. Like he's very just like, I don't like people who don't know how to treat people. I don't care how good you can rap. I don't care how good you can sing, man. I mean, what the devil can sing and rap. You feel me? Like
and play the fiddle.
He's the best fiddler available.
The best fiddler, yo.
You know what I mean? Damn.
Till he ran up on Charlie Daniels and got dealt with.
Factology, DJ Bowtie 757. You know what I'm saying?
What up? Soda Flood Native, stand
up. So, but go ahead. Yeah.
I'm sorry. There's the issue we have now in that same vein is people saying they're doing things and standing up for community and doing this and doing that. They've never fed anybody in the community.
Come on.
They're not trusted by anybody in the community. they've never given any kind of resources or help or any kind of ear. You know what I mean? You don't do anything in the community, but you know,
right.
on the internet, you need no Brown out this bitch. Like,
but at the same time, and it's like I'm like it made me realize when all the stuff that was going on or whatever in these past couple of years, we ain't gonna get too deep into that. It just made me realize, well, damn, does any of these cats have a nonprofit organization?
That's right.
All this stuff we out here trying to do they have any of this stuff set up?
And they might. I don't want to say that none of them do, but it's not. It don't. That's not what shows. It kind of reminds me of when people back in the day when what's the name would dress up in a dress. Not back in the day, he did it recently, but Tyler Perry would dress up in a dress, you know, and different people would say, oh, he's in a dress, you know, it's he shouldn't be in a dress, and it's, you know, and it projects a certain thing, blah blah blah. Christian, and then a person, but then another person would say, well, you know, he does a lot for the community and blah blah blah. And so the argument is, but what we see is our perception, and that's what your legacy is about. It's about what people perceive you as. So earlier I asked you what you were as far as a dancer or what kind of hat you think, you know what I mean? Well, you were like, well, you mean how people like what people think I am or what I think I am? Because there's a difference.
True.
You know, KRS-One, there's a difference in the man. He's a man. He's a dude. He's fallible. He has his good days. You know what I mean? So God bless the brother. You know what I mean? I got love for the brother.
I ain't gonna, but his last album was dope, though.
Yeah, I mean, but he's still out here. He's still he has been one of the long-standing teachers and stuff like that. We're not trying to take that away from him. But again, all it takes is it just takes the one time for you to just say that thing to destroy it all or whatever it is. And so your legacy and how you're perceived is what all it really matters. When people think about Bill Cosby now, what do they think about now? You know, do you think about Fat Albert still, or is there that thing? So it's important. It's important.
It also comes down. I think so. The hard part with doing things for community a lot of times is you don't want to be the dude to be like, hey man, I did this, that, and the other thing. And then people are like, oh, well, you're a douchebag. That's outstanding.
Right.
But
that's true.
But the truth of the matter is, and I hate to say this because it's going to sound that way, but when you do things for people, specifically for people will know who you are before you walk in any room, period. Because you affected somebody's life. You know what I mean? Like, and not even anything big. It don't got to be like, oh my God, they paid my rent. It's like, yo, man, like, yo, I was having a bad day and my dude said he liked my chain. Yo, like, that's great. And people will remember that. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So if you continue doing good, eventually it'll roll back around. But these cats do something good and then, you know what I'm saying, post up on the gram with the joint and then it's like, oh, well.
Yeah, you're doing it for the gram.
Right.
But I'm with you on that. David Banner is a good example of that. He does a lot in the community and his works show themselves. He doesn't have to come out and say, hey, what have you guys done? Because I'm giving to the homeless and I'm doing He just does his work and it gets out there. So, and that being said, insert butter rub here. So we're interviewing Guerilla Will, aka Guerilla William.
Tomahawk Jenkins.
This brother is Tomahawk Jenkins, aka what? What's so? Get some AKAs.
Tomahawk Jenkins, aka the Satin Silverback, aka Thick Flair, aka Ravishing Thick Rude, aka the Satin Steamroller, aka
Oh man.
Culture Shock, the Black Experience.
Word up, yo.
That's the last one, yo.
I like that.
That's all I got.
I like that, yo.
So we're interviewing all those names. You know what I mean? And they got a lot of names like Pippi Longstocking in the joint. You know what I mean?
Feel me.
So y'all don't know about this. It's a throwback joint. Pippi Longstocking had like 30 names. Also African, like she had an African like sentence name. Anyway, about all the different things we interviewing him about. Just stay tuned and you'll know what it is. But the brother became a whole vegan and became the chef of the stars, the chef to the stars.
All right.
I'm just rubbing butter. I just made that butter up. This margarine, like it's fake butter. I can't believe it's not butter. Smart balance. All right. So let's shift gears. Are we ready for that, or you got more?
Well, I just
hip hop things to say. We can.
I just wanted one more. The thread count.
Yeah.
I just wanted to build on thread count. How did that come about? I know that's definitely you and that's Michelle. I appreciate y'all for having me up there. Y'all had some heavy hitters up there when y'all was doing it. What did y'all learn from that? In what we are talking about, the attitude of people, because y'all got to build with some heavy people. Again, Y'all bought some. Again, I just want to let y'all know another thing, the kind of person that Guerilla Will is, right? So check this out, and then before you answer the question,
I was gonna rub that butter about.
I'm gonna keep it. This a butter rub. This another way you do it. Though.
Pause,
you know what I mean? All right, boom, right. Ashe. You know what I'm saying?
Ashe on the butter rub, bro.
So for those of y'all that don't know anything about Storyboard P, world famous, danced with Beyonce. Hold on, was he in Coachella? Was he in that Coachella with her?
Oh, yeah, God.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hold up.
Hey, goddamn.
Yeah. So anyway, y'all, to make a long story short, we go to a battle. Me and my man Flow Technology. We got the Flow Technology. Go up to the battle. I think I came from somewhere up there, up past Newport News or whatever. I meet Storyboard P. 2 hours later, y'all messing with Will. Guess what Storyboard P at? My crib. At the crib,
yeah.
Storyboard pen in my living room or whatever. You know what I mean? So just to let y'all know the kind of
so y'all, I mean, that's a big time dancer that was in like featured in these Jay-Z videos and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He Coachella with Beyonce and he does that Brucker. He's like kind of one of the main people in that Brucker style or whatever. So and very good brother, by the way. You know what I'm saying? You know, big up the Storyboard P. Again, speaking of good people with
incredible
good art.
Brother.
Exactly. Yeah. Great brother. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean?
So,
thread count. What did you learn? What made y'all come up with that? You know, was it because of this?
What is thread count?
Talk to me.
So thread count is a podcast I host with my main man, my shooter, Decimus, Floyd Vader, Eximus. You know what I mean?
Eximus.
Decimus.
We know, bro. That's why we talking about it.
So we had how did they come about, yo? Like we're very opinionated people. I don't know if people know that about us. We're very opinionated on a lot of different things. And so X lives in Portland. I'm here in Virginia. And Niggy Stardust. I forgot about that. Niggy Stardust. That's incredible. But
he left out one of your aliases, huh?
No, that's not mine. That's not mine.
Pick up Lesteroni too.
That's X, yo. X is Niggy Stardust.
Lesteroni, what's up, sis? I don't know where you at, but what's up? She's hilarious. Yo, there's some characters in here, yo.
Yo, peace, Warren. Warren.
Yo.
Man. Where is it?
Glad you said it. Yeah, go ahead with it.
Peace, Warren. Look. Peace, Warren. Peace to Warren.
I think this is a craft myself. You call it it look like a craft to me.
Hey, Warren, put me down for one, yo. I'm not even there. Put me down.
I need my next one bad, yo. I need it.
Level up art 757. Y'all already know what it is, man. Get with the program.
We sorry, man. So yes, thread count.
So we kind of the way we tell stories and the way we kind of build on things is like wild niggerish and shit. Like, and it's entertaining to people to watch us go back and forth on things. So we was like, all right, well, let's give a podcast a shot. And if nobody ever listens, it's an excuse for me to talk to my best friend for a few hours during the week because we're both wild busy at the time. You know what I mean? So we were like, all right, cool. And we just started talking about topics and we kind of laid it out and had, different formats as time went on. And we've been blessed with some crazy guests who gave a lot of insight. Our first guest, Cody Koflo, Cash the Ghost, Presidente, Master Extraordinaire, #1 on Tracksource, Afro House right now. You Make Me Better, I believe it's called. Go get that.
Word up.
Kosi from Symbiotic Monsters, Sour Patch, incredible sister. Taekwon, president of MCK. Man, Fats. We definitely have Fats. Our mentor, Junior's Brickhouse. You know what I mean?
Big up. Norfolk stand up. Norfolk.
Yo, I'm bugging. Yo, big Why Not, yo. Norfolk. Why Not? Rocksteady Vice Pres.
Yeah.
Rocksteady Vice Pres.
I live with that. That was good. He built on a lot of good stuff. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Why Not was a supreme wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, he was, yo.
Hey, Vade, can you type that in the chat for him? Or can you just say it again?
Right.
You Make Me Better by who?
Koflo. Or it's a Koflo remix. I forgot who the artist was. But
Okay.
yeah, former Rocksteady vice president, because Rocksteady no longer exists.
Really?
Well, being that Legs didn't want to step down, everybody else stepped down.
Wow.
Why didn't Legs want to? Nothing.
Nothing.
You know why?
Please.
Yeah, we don't get into that. Yeah.
You know why. But yeah,
no doubt.
appreciate it. Good looking next. DJ
Wow.
G Brazil. There you go. But yeah, man, who else? Yo, we had like 30 episodes. So like,
yo, they're good too. Like it was good stuff, man. So
Yeah,
I definitely want to see. So I mean, I know people have lives, so you know things. Sometimes it is what it is. So when can we expect the resurgence of that? I noticed that earlier. He said,
Third account's coming back. We're doing it a little bit different, and we're moving it to Twitch. So
y'all, and we're gonna set up the Solar Flare network page that will kind of link all our pages. That's Guerilla Will, Black Girl Gamer, Culture Chronicles, X, DJ Bowtie, I am DJ S. Simile, and anybody else that gets up here from Twitch that's a part of the fam. You know what I mean? So y'all can expect to see it there. But y'all gonna move it to Twitch. That's dope. I think that's a really good idea, actually.
Yeah, man.
I can't DJ. You know what I mean? So I need to contribute to this to the rent somehow, yo. Like, so I'm gonna run my mouth. You know what I mean? We got.
I'm learning how to DJ on Twitch. So you know,
on Twitch.
On Twitch.
But yeah, man. I'm excited. A lot of stuff has transpired in the last few months. Both of us have gone through some life changes in the last year. And we've been grinding a lot, yo. We keep in contact with each other, but as far as sitting down and cutting out time and trying to make sure we have, you know, but things are starting to kind of come back down a little bit, and we're deciding that, you know, there's too much fuckery going on, yo. Too much fuckery going for us not to get back on. And,
I guess say we need
we need that balance, baby.
You're right, yo. It's a lot, and I know y'all used to thread count is dope because y'all were doing that for me and no before thread count. Y'all was keeping us abreast. So let's who number one people, and you be like, oh, such and such. Y'all need to live.
Y'all always was in the know and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I remember them times me and Noah would be sitting up to 3, 4 in the morning just watching battles, messing with y'all, trying to figure, you know what I mean, figuring things out.
Oh, that's when the babies was little and they would be in there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But so right. I know there is. I mean, I guess because my ear hasn't necessarily been to it. Because again, y'all like my satellite, but there's always craziness. It was craziness when y'all was introducing me into the real culture of it all, because like said before, I didn't even know. I was house dancing just on some casual, going to the club back in the day, just trying to find a place to dance. Did not know there was an entire international market for it. You know what I mean? For house dance. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? So huge. I appreciate that. And I appreciate y'all's contribution to it. You know what I mean? Speaking of, and now we're going, because I want to end with, you know, I don't want to let everybody know to deal with the music or whatever, but I'm ready for the cheffery. Now you ready?
Yeah, we're gonna shift. Now we'll shift gears. So because it's on Each Nine Teach Nine too. So welcome. Look, check this out. Hold up.
To the cheffery.
Yeah, yo.
I'm stupid. Check me out right quick. Oops. Hold on. So welcome to Each Nine Teach Nine, everybody. No, I didn't mean to pull this up on the screen though. Hold up. There we go. Welcome to Each Nine Teach Nine. So this man right here is a vegan dude, right? And when we met him, he was not a vegan dude.
I was not.
And neither was his brother. And they are like the heralds for veganry at this point. And actually beat us through the gates. You know, we kept coming back out the gates, going back out into the meat industry world of meat, of flesh devourance. Just make up some shit. So what happened with that? When would you say that it hit you that you wanted to start shifting gears? Well, first of all, before we get into you being a vegan, let's just talk about the fact that you started cooking and learn how to cook and stuff. When did you go to school for cooking, and where did all that come from?
I've been in the restaurant industry now for 20 years. This year is 20 years.
Wow.
I started at McDonald's like every other knucklehead kid who needed money for football cleats and shit with a single mom. I did that. When I moved here, I ended up working at Outback. And it was something that I was really I was good at. You know what I mean? And they paid me for being good at it. So I was like, fuck it. Like I'm gonna ride this till the wheels fall off. I left cooking when dance and hip hop became like a big thing, because I was like, you know, I was hosting and traveling and kind of doing the thing.
Yeah.
And then you know, one day, man, like the shine wears off. You know what I mean? And you hit a certain age and you're like, oh shit, yo, like I
do you want more?
Yeah, hip hop did it to me too, bro. It does it to us all, yo.
I was like, yo, be like,
you gotta look up and be like, whoa, hold.
Time out.
Yeah, yo.
What up, K. Croftis?
And Joker, I can't go vegan. My diet is all about protein and carbs. We're gonna touch on that in a minute. But
protein and carbs is veggie as hell.
We got you, son. We got you.
Yeah, I said plenty of protein and carbs and vegetables.
But yeah, man. And so I found anytime hip hop stressed me out, what I would do is I would watch Iron Chef. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to Morimoto, my guy. You know what I mean? Big OG Morimoto. But I would watch Iron Chef or just Food Network in general, and it would calm me down. Like, I'd be like, all right, cool. I can relax a little bit. I got to a point where I kind of had to like step back and look at myself and the position I was in, and I noticed that I had a excuse me, I had a massive issue like following through on things. It was just like a thing. It was just like, I don't like it, I'm gone. And that was an issue. So the first thing I did was I got my Zulu tattoo from our brother Chill. And that was in my brain. I was like, yo, if I can get this tattoo, because once he starts, he can't stop. And he said that.
That's what you're saying.
Because I pump faked on that tattoo like 40 times. And my man was like, all right, yo. He was like, once this needle go in, that's a wrap. Like, I'm not stopping. Pause. And he was like, so I was like, bet. And so he did the tattoo, and I felt it was like a weight got lifted. You know what I mean? I was like, word. And so I went to go show, Mom Dukes a tattoo or whatever. And she was like, wow, hype. And like in the next breath, I was like, I'm going to culinary school. She was like, yo, wait, back up. Like, what happened? I was like, yo, I'm going to culinary school. Like, I feel like that did something.
Wow.
And that Monday, I went to culinary school, and I was looking for a school, and I ran into Miss U at CIV. Shout out to Miss U.
Jen Badge.
I still owe you a sandwich, B. And she was in the community. She was in the community. I saw her. That was a good enough sign for me. I'm like, this is where I'm going to school.
All right.
Took my entrance exam, and then I think a month later, I was in culinary school.
Wow.
Wow. I never knew that. Never asked you that. Because see, from my perspective, it came completely out of nowhere. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Because for one, y'all, Guerilla Will is humble. So Guerilla Will doesn't go around saying, hey, everybody, got my culinary badge outfit on. I got on my white hat, the muffin hat. Like, I got on the biscuit hat with the button up shit right here. Like,
the Herbiter.
You know what I mean? So what is that called, by the way? What is the gi of culinary shit called?
This is chef coat.
You just call it chef coat. Oh, I wanted it to have a fancy name. Everything else got a French ass name. They didn't.
The hat is a toque, if that makes you feel any better.
Huh? A toque?
A toque, yeah.
Like a toque?
TOQUE, toque.
I spelled like that. Okay, okay, that's French. A toque. Look, just make it more French.
Good.
Anyway, I feel good now. So that's the gi hat, like the hat you wear. So
yeah.
But you didn't say that. You didn't come and just pop in. Hey, everybody, I'm doing this, and aren't you proud of me? And I'm da-da-da. You just kind of kept it on the low. Meanwhile, we just knew you as this, b-boy dude, a dude that everyone knows, everyone loves. Generous person. You host. You don't want much. You're kind of a mellow guy, so we didn't know. And then next thing you know, chef to the stars.
chef to the stars.
Chef to the VA vegan stars. Local.
Champagne, witches, and caviar.
So all right. So you went to for one, y'all, anybody who doesn't feel inspired and you be like, I want to do some shit, but yeah. Did y'all hear what he just said? He said, I was like, let me get he did a ritual. I believe in that. He did a ritual on himself. If I can just do this, if I could just get this tattoo, I know that when I'm done, I could do anything, because this is a commitment that you can't turn back from. And he made that symbolize something else. And I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying? That's real dope.
The Rock Lee joint, yo. If I could do 200 push-ups,
if I could just do 200, you're right. You rock the Rock Lee technique.
Rock Lee technique.
Rock is my dude. Yo.
So obviously you were cooking meat at one point, and vegetables too. I makes it seem like you just had only sausages on the grill or whatever.
There you go with that.
Hard times. Hey,
I have
yo.
only steaks.
He said,
Only
"Hey,
steaks on the grill. I
yo."
said on the grill.
You stupid. Yo. He said,
Meat,
"Hey,
meat,
I just
meat
said
on
on
the
the
grill.
bun.
Purely meat on the grill, yo. Come on, yo. Wow, yo, you
So
wilding right now.
and I said it's not like you. That's all you had up there. So anyway,
Wait a minute.
well, look, pause. My bad, guys. Pause, guys. So at some point though, it became veggie as shit. Like where did this happen at?
True. So my first day of culinary school, like literally the first day, I met this girl named Siobhan. Siobhan was from Brooklyn. We had like a New York crew, like from that first day, and we ran almost all the way through culinary school, like side by side, whole time. She opened a restaurant. She called, like, this is after we graduated. She opened a restaurant, and she was like, "Yo, like, you know, I kind of need some help." Cool. Jumped on board because, like, you know, she was loyal from jump, from like picking me up for school when I didn't have a car, like helping me with projects. Like we did competitions together, everything. You know what I mean? Like
Word.
she was 10 toes from jump.
Word.
And so I give it back. Like if you show me that loyalty, I show it back. Like it's
No question.
you know.
I'm with that.
So we did that. Desmond's was dope. Her daughter went vegan. And so she was cooking vegan at home. And she was like, "Yo, Will, like, do you know that there's not a lot of vegan options out here?" And I was like, "I don't care because I'm not vegan." Like what they got to do with me.
She was talking that business talk.
Well, not initially.
She's trying to okay, I bet she's trying to corner that market because.
So she called me and she was like, "Yo, I'm going to this brunch." I was like, "Cool." So she took her daughter. It was a Mother's Day brunch. She took her daughter to the brunch, and she was like, "Cool. Well, what are your vegan or vegetarian options?" Yeah, like we got fruit, salad, and rice. And she couldn't eat the rice because the rice had butter in it, and the salad dressings weren't vegan. So she was out back. You know what I mean? Like, and Siobhan was upset. She was like, "Yo, like that's trash. Like
that's a travesty, right?"
Yeah, like we're not asking for nothing crazy, but like you're not giving us nothing.
Vegan options, right?
And so we modified the menu at the restaurant to where almost all of our sides, except for our mac and cheese and our mac and cheese and our cornbread, were the only two things that weren't vegan. Everything else was vegan. Nobody knew. Nobody had any idea, but it was vegan. And it wasn't vegan like vegan. It was just like if you leave something out, you know what I mean? Like you can sub a butter or leave the turkey neck out of your greens and it's vegan.
Right,
you know I mean?
Right. It was vegan like that. Just technically vegan.
Technically vegan. So we did that. And then after the brunch incident, she was kind of like, "Yo, like I feel like we need to give them their own option to have like a good meal." And she was like, "And here's the thing." She's like, "Our food's good enough to where you don't got to be vegan to enjoy the food here."
That's right.
But if you are vegan, it gives you that one more, like where you can go and you can choose from 20 things.
You can relax.
You know what I mean?
Right, and relax, right.
And so we remodeled and we kind of jumped on the ball and started it. And that's how we ended up vegan at the restaurant. Now, as far as me being vegan, there's this influencer named Tabitha Brown who was really big, man. One day Siobhan was like, "Yo, Will, I want to bring Tabitha Brown here." And I was like, "Cool, who's Tabitha Brown?"
I love Tabitha Brown. Oh my gosh, she's so inspirational to me.
And so she was like, "I've talked about her before." I was like, "Oh, who's Tabitha Brown?" And she was like, "She did the Whole Foods video." I was like, "Oh, when all y'all went crazy and bought out all the sandwiches at Whole Foods." And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Something in my spirit told me to bring her here." And I was like, "Cool. Well, whatever you want to do, I'm with it." Like Siobhan is one of those visionary people where if she says something, it's going to happen one way or another. And so my job is just to help facilitate whatever that is. So if she's like, "Hey, yo, I'm doing this." Cool. I guess we're doing it. I don't got to like it, but I'm going to do it. Mm-hmm. So we set up a whole brunch, meet and greet, private brunch, meet and greet, and food. And she was like, "Yo, we'll sell the tickets for $75. Do you think that's too much?" And I was like, "You bought a plane ticket, hotel room. Like, no, it's not too much. Like, you crazy?" Like, yeah. Blau. Sold out in an hour. All the tickets gone. And I was like, who is this woman, yo? Like, who is she? And she was like, yo, Will, I'm trying to tell you. So Tabitha emails, and Tabitha's like, yo, like, thank you so much. Like, can we do another meet and greet for everybody else who just won't get the meal? Cool. So that sells out. I'm like, all right, this lady crazy. Tabitha shows up. We meet her. We sit down. Wow. Incredible person. Like, incredible. How you see her on TV is how she is.
That's how she is. You can tell.
She's a real.
So dope to hear, man.
She's a super genuine person, yo. And so part of the brunch was she told her story. Long story short, like go to her Instagram, you'll get the whole story. But she had pains. Like she was just like, you know, she was sick. She went to the doctor and they were like, we don't know what it is. You just sick. It's what it is.
It just is what it is.
It is what it is. So her daughter watched a documentary called "What the Health" at school. What the Health is on Netflix now, and it's about like the harm and danger of flesh, like on your person. Says she watched it and she was like, "Yo, I'm gonna go 30 days and see how I feel." She said after 2 weeks, she had never felt that good. All the pains were gone. You know what I'm saying? Like she had more energy. Like she felt better overall. And so I listened to the story, and at the time, I wasn't in the greatest point in my life, and so I was like, "All right, yo, bust it, yo!" Like it worked for her, yo. It worked real good for her. Like, you know, let me give it a shot, yo. Blau, big OG.
You keep talking because dude was like, well, who is she though? I'm like, that's her. I mean, it's all stretched out for some reason, but
hey yo, so apparently What the Health is Nova's cousin's documentary, which is nuts.
Wow.
Nova Ballard, award-winning edible chef from Portland, Oregon. So hey, Nova, write the name of your business in the joint.
Who's an award-winning edible chef?
What, Nova Ballard?
Nova Ballard, yo.
What? Nova?
That is dope.
High Times People's Choice Award winner.
Come on, yo. That is crazy, yo.
No,
but Joker, that's just because you're not into vegans. Like if you get into it, you're gonna run into her immediately. She's the who's who
in the V world. She lies.
She's the who's who among vegan people or whatever. But if you ever get serious about changing your diet or you want to do something vegan, you watch somebody like her and she's gonna. I love this story because she's gonna. Remember how I was saying like I don't feel creative. I don't feel creative as a vegan. Like we vegans too. I don't always feel creative in knowing what to make, and I'll watch her and she'll make me get really inspired about. Because she'll just have a dream about food and just wake up.
Yo, when she made
deviled eggs out of mushrooms.
Yo.
It was like, and then what? But then she was experimenting and she was like, y'all, this. She said I had a dream. I know I like to make this food. She woke up. She made it. It's certain stuff you could. Well, I don't know if it's nutritional yeast or something that tastes like eggs and it's something. You know what I mean? So she whipped it up with them and she kind of pickled the
mushrooms.
Oh my god!
She was like,
she went off. She was like,
So no, she's amazing.
She is amazing. Her energy is everything. It's everything. So anyway.
CropCircleChocolate.com.
Crop Circle. So for one, peace, Nova Ballard. How you doing? It's always lovely to have you. CropCircleChocolate.com. Always lovely to have you. And
Crop Circle.
I didn't know you was the bomb like that, girl. You the bomb girl. You the bomb diggy girl. Yes. We love crop circles too. Shit.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, so I did it. I started 2 weeks. I was like, all right, yo, let me see if I can do this. Just 2 weeks. I talked to Siobhan and I was like, I don't know if I can do this, yo. Like that's mad weird, yo. Like I got to think about it and I got to find recipes. And she was like, nigga, you work at a vegan restaurant. What are you talking about?
That's mad weird.
And I was like, you're right. You're absolutely right. And so I was eating vegan at work already. Made some changes at home. Hey, yo, I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it a bean with you, yo. Burger King had the vegan Whopper joint. Held me down. You know what I mean? Like, there were some times.
We eat it sometimes. Like, when we in a pinch and it's like, oh, shit. I mean, we'll just tell them to hold the mayo. You know what I'm saying? We'll put
the mayo, hold the cheese, yo. Yeah.
Yeah, hold the cheese.
No,
so
she right.
Yeah. So, but go ahead. He said, I'm going to keep it a buck, yo.
Yeah. So I did that. I felt I felt amazing. Like I had never felt that good, like ever. Started doing that. Shortly after that, I was like, all right, cool. So after 2 weeks, I didn't really crave meat anymore, except for like chicken wings because, you know, I'm black. You know what I mean?
Sparks just said the same thing. Man,
It's hard.
Me and him was just building about that early. He was like, yeah, he wanted to be pescatarian. I said, you little fish here and there, whatever, working toward being vegan. He said,
to do better,
wings, yo. He said them wings, yo.
Wings will call you back.
Wings will call you back, yo.
But you're right. You know, if you feel like that, then fry you some fish, man. Fry you some fish with some batter on it, and that'll give you a little bit of a Jones in between going to being a vegan. That'll give you a little bit of a Jones, satisfy that kind of taste that chicken can have.
I got something for fried chicken too. We'll get into that later on.
I know you do. What is some mushroom type shit or what we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
And you gotta come show me too, man. You gotta come show me the things, man. I'm about to come work at the restaurant, yo.
I got you, yo. So after 2 weeks, I didn't. Like my body wasn't like, yo, I gotta have it no more. I kind of hit a routine. I'm like, all right, cool. After a month, like I didn't want to see it. Like I was like, cool. Like I kind of found my little stride or whatever.
Word.
And then after that, it led me to like, okay, cool. Well, now you don't eat meat, so now, stop drinking juice, stop drinking soda. And I started drinking all water, which is why I got, well, unless it's alcohol, but the Topo Chico mineral water with lime, yo. Whole deal. And so it's just been step by step. Like I didn't jump all in and become like a vegan activist, and like because that's not who I am.
Stop eating meat.
Yeah, that's why, yo. Like,
I tell people all the time, right quick, because my health travels have been, they each just say, you got Sabiites, you got Dr. Africaites, you got cats battling or whatever, and I'm like, y'all work on your spirituals too, man.
Come on.
It's one thing to eat right and do right, but get that mind, body, get that mind and soul together too while you around here, because you ain't gonna get nobody to eat right talking to them like that. So
true indeed.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that was it, man. And it was just like, I tell everybody, I'm like, yo, I'm not that dude. And so I find veganism and Christianity are like the same things, right? To where there's really dope stuff in each of them. And if you study your arts and all that, yo, like it's really beneficial to you.
Really,
but like,
it don't really work, yeah.
But there's some people back here who be wilding, yo, on both sides, who may be like, man, if me not eating meat make me feel like that much of an asshole, yo, I'll eat meat because I don't want to be like y'all weirdos.
Right.
Can't be healthy in a fucked up person.
I couldn't even get it. No,
that's true. But it ain't a healthy person. You see what I'm saying?
That's unhealthy. Because if your spirit unhealthy, what is we even talking about here?
What are we doing here, yo? You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. What she said? I think we might have missed whatever she said.
Sexy dance music, yo.
Oh, okay.
Brazil, yeah.
I knew you would know. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, like the way we are, like I'm just me and sis, and she's just like us. Her, Kiwi to infinity. Some of these people like that, kindred spirits, man. Crazy.
I've seen Kiwi quote "Stove God cooks." Yo, Kiwi's my dog.
I love Kiwi.
Yeah,
that's my like little. Yeah, I fought with Kiwi hard. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
So anyway, So let me say this too. What he's saying is dope to me because our son is a vegan. He just showed, this is his second time. Like first he just chose out of nowhere. Like when he was like 9 years old, he was just like, oh, I'm a vegetarian. And he was a vegetarian for like 3 or 4 months. And then Thanksgiving came around, everybody had turkey and shit. He was like, you know what? I think I want some meat.
Let me get that
we was like, run it, man. Well, okay, it's all good. Like we're not judging you or whatever. We was like, it was amazing that you did that. That was actually amazing. He was strict about it too. And he was a little bit of a butthole. So fast forward, now he's a vegan, and he's a vegan.
I mean, all the way live. Yo.
But he's a little bit of a butthole about it. So I have to say, I said, Zach, I like Zach because I'm like, Zach, don't be a butthole vegan, yo. And he'll just laugh. You know what I'm saying? I was like, if you're not going to eat that because it has milk in it, just don't eat it because it has milk in it. You don't have to come and say, I'm not going to eat that because it has milk in it. You know how he is or whatever. So yeah, fried mushrooms do smack. They smack.
Yes, they
go
hard.
Smack, Kiwi.
They go hard.
We love you. Look, I knew she was about to turn up. I'm like, Kiwi always listening.
My son Zach, last time I went grocery shopping. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I was rounding it off. He was being a butthole vegan, and all I'm just saying is you're not one. Like again, I wouldn't have known you were a vegan. Because just if I didn't know that you work, I mean, everybody know you work at Desmond's. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I'm Calvin around here. Everybody know I got a job. You know what I mean? So everybody know everybody know you got a
Nigga,
job.
you
Everybody
smell
know
like French fries.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said, I'm proud of him. That's Rob, that
But
nigga, son.
That's
Anyway.
another thing, yo. Like, also because like I'm paused, yo. Like I'm wild thick out here. You know what I mean? Like I'm a beefy
You
dude
a
out
big
here.
dude.
Yeah.
Right. So it wouldn't, but you're not as big as you were.
True indeed.
Off the vegan. Like even now, to me, you're small. Y'all, some people are just big people. Do you feel me? Like some people are just large people, like hefty folks. So I don't see you ever being a little, like you would look weird.
I don't know if y'all been listening. He's been saying football cleats all throughout the interview.
Yeah. That nigga named Guerilla William. You know what I mean? So you can't be named that and lose that weight and shit.
I think really, if he doesn't go to that hip hop class, he could arguably be on ESPN right now. That's basically it's interesting on how one thing could change someone's life.
Right.
He was actually on his way to playing football.
Well, in the multiverse, in another universe, he is a football player,
defensive tackle or something. Yeah, sacking.
I can't never wear my Norfolk State hoodie nowhere. Hey boy, you play for Norfolk State? God damn. I was like, nah, man. I stole this from the gift store, yo. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, yo. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is I was just telling the vegans can be butthole-ish, and I can see why that's one of the things that the way veganry can be branded, veganism, whatever word I'm looking for, can sometimes put people off of it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like you, where I've actually tried to make a crusade out of making it kind of a cool thing and not make a crusade, but just when it's my turn to represent being a vegan, I try to make sure people know, like I'll see somebody eating like lamb chops and shit. I'd be like, yo, I bet them shits. You know what I mean? Like, I know them shits bang. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I mean? If somebody can cook, it doesn't really matter what it is. That's not what I didn't stop eating bacon when I stopped eating bacon because it didn't smack. Like bacon is delicious.
Bacon will always be delicious.
Pork ass bacon is absolutely delicious. But I can never go back to it. It's a discipline. Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Because there's a bunch of other things you can have. And then if you can cook, it just makes it, and it's fun. It's fun to be vegan, especially if you're a chef. Go ahead.
Here's the vegan question I ask everybody off rip, right? If you boil a broccoli stalk and you boil a chicken breast, which one's going to taste better to you?
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like,
great. I like that.
Because people will be like, yo, I can't do that, bro. I can't do the vegan thing, man. Like, yeah, man, no, I can't do that. I'm like, yo, son, let's keep it a bean, yo. Let's keep it a bean. Your moms can't cook.
That's what it is.
Your moms can't cook.
That's true. Goofy Pancake, great name too.
Yo, Gary, what's happening?
Okay, and look at the
CJ,
the CJ, the
from San Andreas.
Come on, man, you killing me. It's like skinny. The skinniest one.
That's Gary.
Gary.
Oh, that's Gary. What's up, Gary?
What up, Gary?
Shit.
Photographer Gary. To get the great Gary. Yeah, I mean.
Gary the Great. What's up, fam?
Yeah, what up, Cuzzo?
Another thing too is I always tell people, I'm like, man, when you cook food, right? What do you put on it to make it bang? When you cook meat, when you put seasoning on it, is garlic a damn meat? Yo. Right. Yeah, yo. Look, you gonna put parsley on it.
I want to say something right quick too. Goofy Pancake, Gary. One of the myths is that becoming a vegan is expensive. Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna tell some people like this. The elder Kidi Adun years ago. Awadu, thank you, babe. Said something to us. He said, yeah, but check that cancer bill. Check them hospital bills from you not eating right. What's more expensive, them hospital bills or that vegan? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So
and now eating. I'm sorry. Now that's not even true. Now bad food for you is not even cheap no more. Like if you go to Wendy's or something, or you go somewhere, that one combo is like $8-9, and depending on where you live at, it's $10, $11, $12. So no, it's not cheap. Ain't nothing cheap about it. And it ain't no leftovers. When you go to Wendy's, ain't no leftovers tomorrow. Your ass gonna eat that shit tonight.
So vegan food gets expensive for two reasons. One, you buy processed food.
Come on.
And I mean, it's better than meat, but it's still processed food.
Right. Yeah, they gonna charge you for it.
The more hands that touch this thing, the more you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, no doubt.
When you buy Impossible Burgers for $10 a pack or Beyond Meat for $9 for a pound, you know what I mean? Yeah. If you used to buying $3 meat, like that's gonna hurt you. But if you go to one of my favorite spots, Grand Mart, G-Mart over there in the corner. Oh, the second reason is if you go organic. And even then, you can kind of work that out.
Right.
Right.
If you go to any international market,
Trader Joe's is not expensive. Go ahead.
Trader Joe's, they'll $3 you to death though.
They will.
Everything is $3. So
stuff that's less worth than $3, worth less than $3 is also $3.
It's also $3.
That's how they make that's how they do it. I see what you're saying. He said they'll $3 you to death. Hell yeah.
Hey yo, because I went and I was like, oh, it's only $3. Oh, it's only $3. That'll be $78.97. I'm like, damn.
But you do that 20 times.
Right.
Exactly. You're like, oh,
Right.
Damn.
Oh shit, I can't do groceries in here. Yo, get out of here. But if you find an international market, their produce is fresher than almost anywhere you can go.
And we blessed to have one right around the corner.
Oh man, yo, shout out to Grandma International. Shout out to all my people up front, yo.
Yeah.
And they have the ingredients you need to really cook in there. If you want some, like I remember I was trying to make oh my god, legit it wasn't pansy, it was pad thai. I was trying to make some legit like pad thai, and that required tamarind, you know. And of course they're like, well, if you don't have tamarind, you can use, I think it's ketchup or whatever. That's real similar in that particular recipe, or something. It was something else I could use in the recipe. It might have been brown sugar or something like that. But anyway,
palm
like,
sugar.
tamarind. What'd you say?
Palm sugar.
Okay, that might have been it. That might have been it. So I was looking at it, and I'm like, tamarind, where can I get that? And of course, they had it in all manner of forms. And you know, tamarind looked like doo-doo. So they had it in like doo-doo form. They had it in already powdered, everything, because in international cooking, tamarind is very, very common. You know what I mean?
I mean, one time I was in the
Beautiful
grocery shopping, and the girl said, the sister walked by, she said, I need some sugar. So the Asian dude, of course, they got sugar cane. You know, they got the cane. So he grabbed one and handed it to her. She was like, what I'm gonna do with that? I said, sis, that's
a sugar cane.
I said, that's sugar cane.
Juicy.
That's the best sugar in the world.
But she said, what I'm gonna do with that? She didn't say what is it. She's like, but I don't know how to process this shit. No, from the hood.
Another really dope thing about international markets that people don't think about, like we're like one of the few like meat centric countries in the world, yo. Like, so if you go to like an Asian section or an Indian section, they got plenty of stuff that's vegan, vegetarian. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta know. You gotta do your due diligence. Yo. It was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We was talking to our niece last night, and she was saying that she went somewhere and they had vegan. It was something that was already vegan, and it really pissed me off. I'm like, I really get tired of people doing that. Like, you know what I mean? What was it? She said, "Do you eat fries?" She said the person was like, "So do you want vegan fries? Do you want the fries vegan?" And I was like,
what?
Fries are vegan, aren't they? I mean, so I was like, well, is it milky batter? Is it the batter? What we got? What do you know? You know something? I don't.
A lot of places now have separate fryers. So whatever they drop. So if you drop the chicken wings in the grease, and then you drop fries in the chicken wings,
so you don't cross contaminate the fries with meat essence.
And if you're new, not even new, if you're in it, and you get like a little bit of that meat fat, it feel like somebody's stabbing you in your stomach. Be like,
right,
whack.
No, that's true. But it's the same way with It's the same way when you stop pork and you really think you can go back, and you can't. You cannot go back.
Trichinosis, baby.
Your body be like, oh no, I'm used to not having that.
I went back visited my mom one time, and I had stopped eating beef. I had been stopped eating beef, but she made spaghetti. Hadn't seen her in a while. We was trying to, hook back up and cool out, me and my mom. So I went over there.
An offender, yeah.
And so I ate. I was like, I'll never forget that experience. I'll never forget how that beef felt in my stomach. After not eating it for so long, I'll never forget that. And she was like, you want to take something with you? I was like, I'm good, man. I can't, you know what I mean? As much as I love your spaghetti, I'm gonna have to let that go.
Getting older will do it too. So for those of you guys who kind of have a mindset where you're in your mind where like you're like, I would kind of like to try being a vegan or vegetarian, but I can't see myself doing it. Eventually, your body will just kick. Speaking of evacuate, your body will just kick you out. Like it'll just be like it'll kick the meat eater out. Like, you know what? Because I've heard a lot of meat eaters say this. In their 40s and stuff like that, like, I just can't eat beef. I just can't eat with it. Their stomachs are just like, look,
it's doo-doo, baby.
Is this doo-doo? It's doo-doo, baby. I mean, it's tamarind, baby.
It's tamarind, baby.
It's doo-doo shake. So can we talk about Irish sea moss? Can we put people on game? Sure, we can do that. And you pick, sis, you may not know. You asked the perfect person about that, because not only is he vegan chef Guerilla Will, but his brother is George Washington Carver.
A witch doctor, some witch doctor, something.
Right.
Making up poetry. Yo, listen, his apple cinnamon Wine?
His apple cinnamon wine. His
all
brother's
kinds of
wine.
that
His
shit.
brother's alcohol. His ginger beers. All that. This
That
dude just make
shit
ginger
is
beers, yo.
Crazy, yo. But
He
his
just-
apple cinnamon,
Also, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Hey.
No
And he
doubt.
got
Oh,
he
hold
got
on.
the
Yeah,
joints
that's
on
all
joints.
Yeah, his brother is the one that made this thing that I'm always flashing around. Now I made
All
jewelry
capitals.
too. I made all my jewelry and stuff that I'm wearing, but all caps.
All caps.
Hey,
All caps. You know what I mean?
What's it?
Caps. Yeah, he crazy with
he
it.
crazy with it. But Irish sea moss.
Black Crown Crafts, I think. It's a Black Crown.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Black Crown Creation.
Black Crown
Creations.
Yeah, y'all check him out. Live with the brother.
And Green Love Gardens, yo, Acid to Alkaline. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Solar Flare Native stand up. You already know. We cut your grass. We do all that.
You think you can run down and get that
What?
sea moss thing that he made?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep them rocking. Keep them rocking.
Hey,
I
wait,
got you.
great segue. You
Yeah.
asked the perfect.
So yeah, and actually, shout out to Mega Juice Man, yo. Mega Juice Man, does a vegan diet come with less mucus? Yes.
What's up, Mega Juice Man? I ain't see you in there. The vegan diet comes with less mucus any day of the week.
It
Any
does.
day of the week.
And now
Yeah.
to swing back to kiwi, sea moss also evacuates mucus from your joint. You know what I mean?
From your joint.
From your joint. So yeah, everybody running around. Yo, what's happening?
Right here.
Are we here, yo? We got the herb box.
Hey.
So
Go ahead.
another thing about being vegan, when you first start out being vegan, you'll find yourself just eating because you know you got to eat.
Right.
There's gonna come a time where nutritionally you got to try to get your shit off. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
So that's why I started taking the vitamins that I take, because I'm not going to front. I'm in the kitchen 10, 12 hours a day. Sometimes I don't stop. Sometimes I don't eat. And so you got to take things to kind of make up for the nutrients.
Supplement that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not because there's a lack of protein in vegan food. Actually, you can get ample protein with less food intake.
Yo, every time you eat some beans, I mean, you bang.
Beans,
I mean,
chickpeas, mushrooms,
chickpeas, lentils. I mean, and they are loaded. In fact, when you lift weights and you take some kind of protein, especially if it's vegan, if you take some kind of protein thing, it's going to have pea protein in it. They're going to just powder up some peas and give it to you because it's dumb and caloric. Like you eat beans and you eat nuts and stuff like that. Pause. These nuts. If you eat these nuts, you can get plenty of calories, yo. You get plenty of calories, you get plenty of protein, but also it'll have all that copper and zinc and all that shit in it you want. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So I don't know. There's a bit of a seed or something has gotten in this, but his brother made this. It's kind of frozen, so it's a little chunky. But this is sea moss. This is sea moss. This is Green Love Gardens, sea moss, pineapple, and a little bit of agave for sweetness that he put in there. So if you take something like this, it's gonna alkalize the shit out of you. It's gonna alkalize the shit out of you. Being a vegetarian is gonna alkalize you. So that's another thing, y'all. It's not always about just being a vegan. It's about a lot of people who are vegans and vegetarians still don't eat enough vegetables, fruit, and things like that.
I'll eat all y'all.
That's how I always say that. I always say this man right here is one of the most salad eating people, the most amazing salad making people I've ever met. Like his diet is dumb. His salad be having like 10 and 13 ingredients or whatever. They're beautiful, chakra colored salads, right? Him eating that, regardless of whether he ate meat or not, he always was healthy. Like I said, I've been with you for what, 23?
Yeah, we 20.
Yeah, we've been together for a grip. Yeah. All right. You've been sick, what, 5 times, nigga? Like this dude ain't never been sick. You know what I mean? And it be stuff like the stuff that make him sick be weird stuff like a draft or something. Like you remember?
I gotta chill.
Raw vegetables. All I'm gonna say to everybody: raw vegetables, man. Fruits,
scrub it out, yo.
It's a lot of my diet. Always has been.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, no doubt.
Your salads is everything. So I like having him around because I was not raised eating salad. So even though I know I should have it, my natural craving is kind of still set. Y'all, let me tell y'all something right now. Whatever you do when you're a child, that does really stay with you for the rest of your life. And even if you change it, it'll haunt you still. the Bible says, raise the child up in the way that you will have them to be, and they will never stray from it. So that's something that is really crucial. That's the reason why people who get abused, a lot of times they go and abuse people. That's the reason why people who get molested go and molest people. So it's the same way. If you apply that science to your children and give them the vegetables right from the beginning, they won't really know any different. You know what I'm saying? Our son Akir, he's like me. He likes to kind of eat a lot of meat and things like. I don't eat meat now, but he likes to eat. If he could eat meat, you know what I mean? And he would, you know what I mean? If he could choose it over a salad, he would. Craving wise, I don't sit around craving a salad a lot of times. I sit around craving some meat, but I had to retrain myself to like the vegetables and stuff like that. But him, he keeps it in place. So they'll eat. Our children are, they just 11. They're 12 and 13 years old. They've been eating salads all their lives, and sometimes they'll eat salad with no salad dressing, or they'll smash it.
Yeah, they better than me. Now, neither one of our sons are eating salad with salad dressing. They both made a conscious decision. Well, look, Dad, I'm good. I don't need certain my grocery runs have changed over the past 6 to 8 months because my sons are now they like, well, no, we good. We don't need a salad dressing or whatever. I'm like the last one eating, the salad dressing,
right.
a little bit. Now I'm down to healthy salad dressing, so I don't eat no more of the crazy sugar ones. I'm at least down to the right salad dressings because sugar is my fastest personal issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm addicted to sugar. You know what I mean? I already know that about me. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, fruits, vegetables, water. Fruits, vegetables, water. You know what I mean?
Sugar,
like I said, I kind of wish I wish these things didn't have these names anyway. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Diets.
Me neither. That's why I say that,
mean?
because that was my point about you. He eat more salad than so many vegans and vegetarians I know. So it's not just about saying you don't. It's not just about what you don't eat. It's what Guerilla Will was saying a minute ago about at some point you have to figure out what you do eat. You have to figure out what am I going to eat? And depending on where you live, especially in this area where we all live at, it's tough. It's tough out here. It's tough out here in military Virginia. You know what I'm saying? It's extra. We live in Norfolk and Virginia Beach and stuff. It's
Top
super military out here. They're just starting to get some culture out here. So really, they're one of the only vegan restaurants out here. And I'll say that it's the Nubian people who are kind of leading the forefront of that. So that's nice to see. You know what I mean? Because the first people who I met who were in the vegan stuff, vegan drinks, green smoothies, all of that was Queen Afua in them, y'all. Mm-hmm. You know, that was the Tabitha Browns and those type of people. So,
and then Dr. Oz.
And then Dr. Oz in them, right? So, but it's cool, you know what I mean? However people get it. I'm looking for my fenugreek. But anyway, so Guerilla Will was telling y'all about sea moss. It has everything you need. And if you can't really eat if you want to go a lot, here we go. Here's another one. You was talking about getting rid of mucus, Mega Juice Man or whoever that was that said that. This is fenugreek in pill form. I peeled it up, but it came in a bag full of white powder. It came in a bag full of white powder, and I sniffed it. No,
this Baltimore brown, baby.
This is fenugreek. Now, fenugreek is an actual food ingredient. You'll see this in different desserts and stuff like that. But fenugreek is another one that will literally dissolve mucus out of your body. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And it's called stuff that causes you to expel mucus are called expectorants. It's an expectorant. You know what I'm saying? In addition to comfrey, colt's foot, and certain other joints, in addition to grapefruit and stuff like that. So he's saying that Irish sea moss is another one that'll do that to you, ball dad.
Big up DJ S up in the junk. You say eat like he's
stealing my salads. Yeah, the children. So all you got to do is just start from the beginning. It might be too late for you, but don't do that to your children. You know that salad is best. You know that one of the reasons why you may not like it is because of the way you were raised. Go ahead and raise them. Let's stop looking at bad stuff like it's a treat. We'll be like, oh, I'm about to have a treat, and it'll be ice cream. That's not a treat. Tomorrow you about to be hawking and hawking and sniffing or whatever.
Yeah, sorbet is dope, y'all.
And I had ice cream a couple of nights ago. I had the rest of my ice cream. On Mother's Day, I bought some ice cream, and I ate Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia, and I ate half of it, and then I waited a long time and I ate the rest of it. But normally I would have smashed that in one night, and that would have been that. But I'm paying for it, y'all. That mucus is all in my nose.
Ben & Jerry's makes vegan.
Shut up.
Cherry Garcia now.
What?
Shut. What did you just say?
Ben & Jerry's has a whole vegan line. Yeah.
Say what?
Hey, yo, so here's the thing, man. And so now
it just gets so better. I ain't gonna front, and the vegan life is getting better. It's getting
so
better,
much
man.
easier.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So now, for anybody looking to become vegan or at least try it, right? The number one thing is find what you like and see if there's a vegan option. Mm-hmm. That's the first place you start. If you start trying to go crazy with food prep and shit, you'll drive yourself crazy and quit.
You're gonna hate it.
I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
Find what you like. So I know for me, pizza's number one. Yo, I'm a New Yorker. It's
I could say New York. I would say
you're a native New Yorker.
Right. pizza and burgers. You know what I mean? And so
More beer.
you find more whiskey,
You know what I'm saying?
more beer.
and more
yo.
beer.
So find things you like and find ways to make them vegan. It's like literally take one day a week. Most people do meatless Monday. I'm gonna make spaghetti. Cool. You know how to make spaghetti already.
Mhm.
Swap your meat out for a vegan brand of ground meat or whatever.
Crumbles or whatever.
Crumbles or whatever.
Or go heavy on the mushrooms.
Mushrooms make a great meat substitute.
Son.
I love
and
it.
you can cut them up nice and
my
fine,
God,
and they can
yo.
feel just like some crumbles to you,
Straight
y'all.
up.
A mushroom bolognese will get the work, yo.
Woo.
Put the
Yes,
beats
sir.
down on it.
You're a chef. What's a bolognese?
Bolognese, yo, is an Italian sauce, a thick, hearty, red sauce. You know what I mean?
No diggity, yo.
Where Vader at?
Yeah. Where's Vader at, yo? It's
Ciao.
coming.
He do that too a little bit.
Yeah, he
He
do.
be thinking he's slick too. He be like,
Yeah. No, hey, yo, look. So,
Noodles, zucchini noodles. Yes,
Yes.
and more
Zoodles.
yes. No, but Ballard, shut up.
Yes.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Zucchini noodles are
They
everything.
are phenomenal.
and also,
Oh.
Nova, sea moss is also a thickener and an emulsifier in a pinch. So if you're baking
So you can
something,
make a gel or something.
and it'll thicken whatever it is.
Wow. Yeah, because it is like that.
Yeah.
It's a gel. This is
Yeah,
jiggling.
yeah,
This is shaking.
yeah.
Go
I
ahead,
see you,
baby.
baby.
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
baby. Hey, yo, but it's one of the things. It's one of those things where it's like, if you really want to find out how I found out, I put 2 tablespoons in a smoothie, in a smoothie bowl. I sat it down. I got caught up in something. I walked away. I came back, yo, and it was a Jello mold, and I was like, "Hey, yo." And so Travis is like, "Yeah, 1, you use too much, and 2, it'll suck up whatever's near it and make it like a Jello mold." He's like, "So
Wow.
easy."
Is it flax? What is it that's like that? It's another thing that you can use to kind of make jelly type things.
Chia seeds.
Chia seeds. So let's do that. Let's go down that rabbit hole. We're there.
Cool.
Give us substitutes for things. So I'm going to name a thing.
Okay.
And if you can name 1 or 2, however many substitutes you can come up with, let's do it. So
Let's do it.
rapid fire. Okay. So eggs.
Are we baking or are we eating eggs?
All right. We're eating eggs, and then next it'll be an ingredient inside of something. So
Okay. As far as eating eggs, I don't think you can beat just egg. Just egg. It costs about, if you go to Walmart, it's like $3 a carton. It's like a little liquid egg. It's a mung bean protein extract that scrambles like eggs. Now, if you got time, you can make that yourself with mung beans, but it's a process. Like, you have to keep stuff alkaline. Like, it's a crazy process. You have
It's
to go
a chemistry
through.
type thing, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
But
Okay.
as far as bacon, flaxseed, chia seeds, applesauce or mashed banana, mashed fruit in general.
I've heard of the applesauce and the mashed bananas.
Wow.
I didn't know about the chia seeds and stuff like that.
Chia seeds.
But it makes sense because it would be a binder. That's what you need eggs to do. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So what about a tofu scramble? Is that an alternative for whatever?
Tofu,
Okay.
if you're not into soy, pumfu.
What is it?
Pumfu, which is
Tofu.
tofu made out of pumpkin seeds.
Shut up.
It's so fire. It's
Yo,
fire.
Shut up.
See, they are doing so much now, yo. And I ain't
They
going
are.
for it. Kudos to the chemists, the people who making this stuff happen. Yeah, I mean, who get, because again, when I started trying to eat right, man,
I love Lesteroni. Like,
it was hard, yo.
Lesteroni is a trip.
And I wasn't mad at it.
But she said, but it slapped. Did it slap mama? Okay, so that's eggs.
Also,
what else?
if
Yeah.
you want something to taste, excuse me, Lord, have
There we
mercy.
go. Egg
If
flavor.
you want something to taste like eggs, I'm going to say it's wrong. Kalamak. It's Indian black salt.
That's what it was. That's what she had. Tabitha Brown. She had that black salt. She had the nutritional yeast, I think for cheese or something. And then it was certain things she had that she just swore by. Every time she needed it to be a certain way, that black salt. I heard
Black
that tastes
salt.
like it.
It's extremely sulfuric.
And that's that egg, that farty smell that eggs has. Is that it's sulfur.
It don't smell good, yo. So anytime we do at the restaurant, we do French toast, anything egg custard like, or we do potato salad because it's eggs and potato salad. A little bit of black salt, and it'll give you the the joint, and it'll taste like eggs.
I feel you. It'll come together to be an eggy. That'd be an eggy experience.
An eggy experience.
It'd be an eggy experience.
Wow.
All right, what's next? What we got?
Now, this is not necessarily, or like, not because sugar is vegan, but just a healthy. For vegans, also like usually the healthier option. So what's the healthiest sugar you think that you suggest in different forms?
So if you're going sugar, like sugar, what you want to look for is something without bone char. So bone char is when they whiten the sugar using animal charcoal. And so Domino does it. There's a bunch of random white sugars that have bone char. So look for like raw sugar without bone char. That's
now on the ingredient. That's something that'll be listed on the back, or is it something special you're looking for it to say on the back? Or
some now we're starting to say no bone char, or they'll have the little vegan symbol on it. I'm not a gang member.
Or the Illuminati, nigga. Yeah. That's the Illuminati. Them niggas.
This niggas out. So we use Zolka, which is like a raw demerara sugar.
Okay,
that's another good one. Stevia, I don't like personally.
I don't like stevia either.
I don't like it either.
They tried to redo it where it's not bad now, but it just tastes like sweet and low to me.
Yeah, Kiwi to Infinity said agave. How about it feel about agave?
Agave is a killer. Agave, real maple syrup.
Real maple syrup. Not Aunt Jemima. No.
Like,
you mean from the tree, from the maple tree,
from the actual maple tree.
Right.
All right, I got a challenge.
Blood of tree. I did want to say something. Please don't forget.
Monk fruit extract is also a sweetener.
Monk fruit.
Wow.
Okay. Coconut sugar is pretty good. Somebody said Megalox. Hey, Megalox. What's up? Listen, I want to say something about agave to you right quick. Agave. Who was it that said it? Kiwi to Infinity. Agave is awesome. I think I like agave because unlike honey, it does not solidify when something is cold. Like let's say you wanted to pour agave into a cold tea. It's going to still remain liquid and it's not going to emulsify. It's not going to get, it's not going to turn hard like how, it's not going to clump up, but honey will do that. So usually if you want to blend honey with something, you need to let it be warm first, blend it up, and then it can cool down and it'll stay separate. So that's as far as just function, I like agave for that reason. I also like agave because it's dumb sweet. So you just barely need any of it. I will say this, initially when agave came out, it was being touted as something that diabetics could use in excess because it is very low on the glycemic index, which is the glucose index. However, it's higher in fructose than even high fructose corn syrup. So you don't want to go hard with it. But what makes it not gangster like high fructose corn syrup is that it's still not a concentrated ass crazy. It has gone through some processing, but the agave plant in general is that sweet already. You don't have to do a lot to it to get it into the form that it's in. Versus when you start talking about the alternatives and how they became the sugar thing, then some of them have to go through so much. What they went through makes it bad, even though it might not have been bad at first. So even if you just start with brown sugar and not brown sugar that they've added molasses to color or dye it, but actual like brown sugar, that's better. Raw cane sugar, turbinado sugar, all of that is going to be better. So be cute with agave because agave can still spike certain things in you, and you don't want to take no kind of sugar, even if it's healthy. You don't want to take it in excess because that's the problem. Is the balancement of sugar in things versus being able to just pour sugar in a thing. It doesn't matter how healthy it is. At some point, your body just can't handle that much sugar. So I did want to say that. And
also, if you have a juicer, you can use actual sugar cane.
Elaborate.
Cane juice, baby.
Cane juice. Cane juice. Okay, yeah.
That's dope.
So how would you prepare cane juice? Because that's okay. That's a good question. There's canes. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't know. There's cane in the Asian grocery store. Yep. But how do you get it? What do you do with it? Like when you get it, it's like a bamboo shoot. How do you get that shit to be?
I've seen cats beat it to death. Work that sucker to death.
Work that motherfucker.
Work that motherfucker. I've seen people juice them. I can't give you the ins and outs, but they juice them.
I know what to do.
And then they had cane juices. You know what I mean? And they just add that to their lemonade or what have you, and
I would probably nigger blended that. That's what I call it, nigger blend. I would
And
nigger
then
blend
strain
it.
it.
I would pour me. That's what I would do. I'll probably add some alkaline water. Yeah, cut it into pieces, put it in the blender, blend it up, and strain it. Yeah. Ooh, that would be good. Let's try that. I bet that tastes really, really good. I've heard of cane juice.
All right, what
Okay, so what's another? So
Freddie
another-
Kane.
look at the challenge. What if I'm a vegan, but I miss a chicken sandwich?
let's go.
I miss a good chicken sandwich. What would you do to substitute a chicken sandwich?
Hey, yo, I have crazy visions, God. Yeah. So for chicken, the easiest, the most cost effective, and probably the tenderest you will get is fried oyster mushroom. Or two. There's two. Fried oyster mushroom or chicken of the woods mushroom, which is called chicken of the woods for obvious reasons. Not hen of the woods. Hen of the woods, maitake mushrooms are very expensive. And they're very light. You cook those for themselves. Chicken of the woods.
There's a chicken of the woods and a hen of the woods, sir. Okay.
Yeah. The hen of the woods is because it looks like a hen's tail. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Hen's tail. And the chicken of the woods is because it tastes like chicken. Like we fried chicken of the woods, and it was like it looked like massive chicken breast. They're like,
are you sick?
now there is some stuff you have to do. You have to like de-spore it and stuff like that beforehand.
Right.
But once you do, man, it's
on from there.
The
Yeah.
mushrooms.
So yeah, I made a couple of chicken. I just did mine with portobello, but I made a few chicken sandwiches and stuff like that. What?
Megabox had a question about milk.
About milk. So we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Let me see where it is though.
the milk is coming, Paul.
Let me see. I've been a vegan a few times. One thing, there's no milk alternative that really work for sit. Really? Well, almond milk work.
Nah, son. Nah, see. Nah,
Yeah,
you in
almond-
the past, yo. You gotta come up
Yeah,
with
no.
us.
Now the milk is great. Now the milk is great. Soy
Hey,
milk
yo.
used to not be good to me at all. Soy also is rumored to give men titties. The jury is out on that, but the fact that there's a jury out means let's just avoid soy milk. And
Hey, yo.
so we don't want to find out. You don't want to find out if it give men titties or not by you being the guinea pig.
Right.
However, now milk has come
I've
along.
been had them, yo. I'm not scared. I've been had them. You know what I mean?
So was that it for the chickens? We can go ahead and move to milk if that's it for the chicken.
Yeah, those two. But you can also do
Oat milk. Yep.
vital wheat gluten. Vital wheat gluten. You can literally season and make like seitan, which is a terrible name for a food product.
I know.
But-
I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, but look up seitan. It makes really good chicken. But
Wow.
Yeah.
the mushrooms are the way to go for sure.
Yeah,
Word
I think
up,
so
yo.
too.
The
I agree.
mushrooms are the lit.
I made
Mushrooms are
mushroom
lit,
chicken
yo.
nuggets, and they were really, really
And
good.
that mushroom chicken
They were
sandwich you
really
made.
good. The mushroom chicken sandwich
What?
was banging. I did, yeah. Because again, y'all, if you know how to cook, if you know how to batter something, if you know how to season
There you go.
something, you know how to fry something, there shouldn't be a reason why that chicken sandwich is not banging because of the chicken, y'all. I promise you, it's not banging because of the chicken.
It is definitely
It's banging because of everything else that's on that sandwich.
Because of
PSA.
Lowry's.
It is definitely hard to be a vegan if you cannot cook. It is definitely hard. It's gonna be a long trek. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
So yeah, so the chat went off. Milk. Everybody got all the different because yeah, milk has come a long ass way, and I'm very happy and proud for milk. I've been able to really easily substitute anything.
Hemp milk. You got some hemp milk, Nova Valley?
And she probably drinking some right now.
Yo,
But
I've
but go ahead. So what you got to say about milk? Let's see what you
Hey yo, there's nothing better than oat milk. Real milk aside.
Yeah. Oat milk is
Oat
banging.
milk is the
It's
best milk.
banging.
It's not watery. It still has its
smoothies when we go to Wawa.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
it's not watery. It doesn't have it's not weak. I can drink oat milk like regular milk.
Okay, I see.
And not
Because that
messy.
was the problem with a lot of the other milks, rice milk, certain different milks. They're thin, they're watery. They don't have that depth, that cream that milk has that you want for sure just to drink straight up, but also for cooking. So that's really, really dope. You know what I mean? Now for me, it's been almond milk. Like they've done a great job with almond milk. You can make your own almond milk, and I think that's good. Dr. Africa said it's not really milk.
If it don't come from a titty.
He said
it's almond
it's almond juice.
Almonds
He
ain't
said-
got no
He said almonds ain't got titties. I'm like, yes.
Rise
Rise
of
of power.
That's- he's one of the reasons why I'm where, you know what I mean. That's my people right there, yo.
Okay, so so the different kinds of milk. So you said so for you it's the oat milk.
I'm not even looking anywhere else. Like,
Yeah. No doubt.
That's what's up.
No
yo.
doubt.
in
Okay,
a pinch, almond milk will get by. But if there's oat milk, yo, yeah, no.
Gotcha,
Put me deep, yo. That's it.
Now,
Yeah.
what about fish? Sometimes people will make vegan fish tacos, vegan and seafood in general. People will make, imitation what's your take on that?
So for fish, like flaky fish, I usually suggest banana blossom.
Elaborate, sir.
Wow.
It's so the flowers that come from an actual banana tree,
Yes.
they take them off and almost pickle them. They're kind of like almost like artichokes.
Wow.
Wow. And
And
the bitches taste like fish?
No. So here's the thing.
Okay.
If you want something that tastes like fish, put stuff in it from where fish come from. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So you're
So-
going to be using seaweed and
Seaweed,
sea
kombu.
salt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom.
Kombu.
so more. So what would you? So okay,
Nori.
I invited you over. I'm like, look, I want some fish. I want a fried fish sandwich. What do we got? What would you do?
So what we did for our specials, I can't give you the whole joint, of course.
I feel you.
You need
TM.
you need something briny. So I use caper juice.
Okay.
Caper juice, and a little bit of flour to kind of make the slurry, whatever. Old Bay. Hey, look, if you're black,
When in doubt,
Old Bay it out.
right? Obey it out.
No doubt, yo.
The
But
bay.
when you think fish in your brain, you think Old Bay.
Right.
So dill, Old Bay, lemon will get you there almost every
That's
time.
true.
Word up,
Lemon.
And some kind of seaweed.
Hmm.
Word.
Play with it until we're gonna get your cookbook. It's coming, yo.
Seriously though, come on.
Right. Just Works Publishing. It's coming.
You know what I mean? Straight
So,
up. Audiobook too. Man, your audiobook will be flavored.
Will be flamed. Yeah.
So then he'd be like, put some seaweed on them joints. And then
Yeah.
And
but-
with some house beats. Oh.
Old Bay is the goat.
It's the goat.
Bah.
Goat. I like when things equal things. Like
What is-
Old Bay is the goat. Bat hat.
Oh,
so what
you
about
already
liquor though?
know.
Liquor already vegan. Hey,
So yeah,
except
but you
when it isn't.
just watch. Like of course you can't go grab Bailey's, yo. Like so watch for like that stuff that has honey in it.
True.
And so I'll say, and I should have said this from the beginning. There's a difference between plant-based and vegan.
Talk to me. And you're right. Remember when we got the plant-based pot pies?
Yes.
And we assumed they would be vegan.
And
Zach
was
read the
like-
back.
Zach read
Well,
the
I
back.
read the
Was
back,
like-
and I was like, "Yo, this shit got milk in it." Because still, the sauce they used and stuff was still milky, and they know that that's going to confuse you, and you're going to buy it anyway. But they made a plant-based chicken that was inside of it, which was gross and not cooked at all.
It's not great.
And it was not good. But I was
So-
just like, yeah. So that's what. So there's a difference.
if you don't eat meat, just call yourself plant-based. Because once you say I'm vegan, people instantly give you the like if you say vegan, I don't wear leather shoes, I don't wear suede shoes, I ain't got no leather
Right,
bags.
because the honey is made by bees.
Honey is
and
made by
it's
bees.
not vegan. Right.
Right.
And you're right,
I
because when I
still-
used to make the African medallions, I had to make them out of vinyl sometimes. Not vinyl, but upholstery. Like fake upholstery. I started offering vegan African medallions, and it was retarded because I'm like, we don't eat that. We're not gonna eat it. But I understood the concept. The word vegan is associated with food, but not all the way food. It just means you don't use any animal byproducts, period, in any way, shape, or form.
A vegan
Absolutely.
is pro-animal. Right.
Okay, gotcha.
Vegan is I call vegan activists. They're the strict S1Ws of plant-based eating. Like, and then
To my rescue.
sissy.
Oh my gracious.
Okay, so we got one. So we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. Does anybody have any other questions for him on? And is there anything that you wanted to say?
Kiwi Infinity
Kiwi,
had
what'd she say?
a question for Guerilla Will about the burro banana, if I'm not mistaken.
The burro banana.
She said,
To answer the question, I don't know.
No, I do. So let me go back. I know about the burro banana.
What is what's a good?
What is the burro banana used for? Well, the burro banana is used the exact same way that the normal banana is used for. What makes the burro banana special is that according to Dr. Sebi, it's an unadulterated banana. So this is a banana that you could find growing in the wild, and it would be in that form. It would be little with all those little bananas on it and stuff like that. It is to me not exactly like a banana in that it's not quite as wet, I guess. It's drier, kind of almost like plantain. You know what I'm saying? So to me, you probably could do something with burro banana in that way where you might even could cook it a little and kind of caramelize it like that. But for the most, oh shit!
Oh, my fault, yo. I got a whole dog in here, yo. My fault.
Hey, but he sound like a whole nigga. That
He
nigga
did his
said,
job though.
no.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he got busy. Like he did his job. He heard the front door and lost his mind, yo. Like
so I'm about to hit this question in a second because it seems like it's funny to me for some reason already.
Right.
But yeah, so the burro banana, the significance of the burro banana, you pretty much can just eat it like a normal banana, but that it's unadulterated, it's not hybridized, it's not a result of crossbreeding or anything. Theoretically, it's more of a wild banana, and it's just better for you. Your body can recognize it and deal with it a little bit better. So S. Dot said, tell him about the mushroom Wellington.
So S. Dot was my first ever foray into vegan food. I did a private dinner for S. Dot. Wow. And I did a portobello mushroom Wellington. And it was, and that was my first time trying. I was just like, okay, cool. So I know what not to add. You don't add milk. Ain't no meat in it, and stay away from honey. And that's essentially, what I went by, and it worked out. Like the pictures they exist here somewhere, but yeah, it was a good one. I got a better Wellington now. Oh, that's right. I made Sean the updated Wellington for his anniversary.
See,
that's right.
The journey of the Wellington.
The journey of the Wellington. The Wellington now is unmatched, yo. The Wellington is crazy.
That shit was amazing.
But what I like about this, y'all, is y'all can see just from these questions from the story, the funnest thing, the dopest thing about the vegan journey for people who feel like I can't do that because it's da-da-da. Seriously, it's fun. Being a vegan is actually fun. It's a challenge. If you're a nerd, especially, it's super fun because it's gonna put you in a place where you're like, okay, I know there's a way to make this and make it taste as good, or if not even better than the meaty one or the non-vegan one. And then it just pushes you to work, and it makes you feel so creative as a person. And it reminds me of grandma now, old school, old country grandma now. Like Fat said, his mom was telling him his mother is older. So she was like, yo, we didn't really eat a lot of meat because we worked on a farm. We lived on a farm, and the meat was product. You didn't just go out and slaughter and have a bunch of bacon every day.
Yeah, they sold their pigs and their chickens to have money. But my mom said most of their meals was a hodgepodge of the crops that they was growing. So they would have cabbage, carrots, peas, and they would just make a bunch of that all the time. And if you got and you might get a little rice with it. Yeah. If mom decided to go to the store with the sharecropping them up the street. You know what I'm saying?
And so my family was big on rice because my people are Geechee. You know what I mean? So like so rice.
You got Geechee people?
Yeah, my dad's people.
Didn't know that.
I remember you building with me on that. That's right. I remember you telling me that.
But there's still more to learn. But you'll find that a lot of times, man. Like I think people, hardest thing about eating vegan is avoiding gluten too. Always looking for ideas. Gluten-free is probably the most annoying out of them. No, I take that back. Low FODMAP. Low FODMAP is the worst because that's like no onions.
What's that?
No
I never heard of that.
No onions, no garlic, no cucumber, no apple, no. Like it's for a specific.
What is that? Ayurvedic? What is that?
It's for a specific ailment. It's for a specific.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, and it's the absolute worst. Gluten-free is annoying because like it's getting better now. It's getting a lot better, but like it's a texture thing. People have a really bad tendency of drying gluten-free shit out all the way.
So no juice is not juicy at all. Not.
There's no bounce. So what gluten is a protein. It's a bonding protein. So when you get bread and when you rip bread and you see how the bread like, you know what I mean?
It starts to form the gluten fibers.
Yeah, the gluten fibers.
Right.
From you kneading it. The symbiote, the bread symbiote is
okay.
is gluten. So if you don't have that, pause. If you don't have that holding your bread together, then you got to bind it with something else. And a lot of times you sacrifice moisture. So It takes a little bit of finding. It's possible to do dope stuff. I've done gluten-free cornbread. I've done gluten-free. I think we did gluten-free biscuits. We've done gluten-free.
So bread is the main place where gluten being a thing makes
bread
it
and flour.
Okay.
Bread and flour. So when you buy gluten-free flour, usually it's brown rice flour or rice flour in general. Rice flour, oat flour.
Right.
But now they have like cassava flour, and you can
they
kind
have
of
everything flour.
They do have everything
Yeah.
flour. If you can toast something up and crush it, it's flour.
Yeah, right. If you can get all the moisture out and make it a powder
and bust it
flour.
down,
You could do people flour. You could do nigga flour.
I left 6 pure, but OJ cut 30. ESPN, I go 30 for 30.
For 30, stop me. Look, what's making it funny is that joint right there, yo. You stupid. You are so
Still
stupid.
Smelling like a brick, right? Hey, yo, look, cooking is like selling drugs, guys. All right, so let me stop.
So listen, so we're gonna round it up. We're gonna play a little bit of this man's beats right here that I got in the computer. He just started making like beats. He just started and he's amazing.
So
he's instantly amazing.
We're gonna do a quick review. I don't know who been hanging with us. Okay, we just started all the way on b-boy dance, right? Dancing, hip hop, b-boying, and we traversed into house, and we argued about how motherfuckers is whack in hip hop. Our elders, people are whack in dance, and we deciphered the difference from that. We done talked about funk lords. We done talked about urban artistry. We done been down a rabbit hole, and then for the last 45 minutes to an hour, we've been talking about the vegan experience and vegan chefing. You know what I mean? And this is why we're giving flowers and receipts to this brother right here today.
Right,
jack of a few trades, and overall, for real, a great brother.
Yeah,
Anybody that knows Guerilla Will can vouch for that. He one of them people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If Guerilla Will got an enemy, that enemy is everybody's enemy. That's the kind of person Guerilla Will is. You know what I'm saying?
I seen it.
Yeah, no, you know what I'm saying? No bones about it or whatever.
You too, brother.
Hold on, son. Since you rubbing butter, yo, let's get this butter rubbing all the way around.
What's up, man?
So first, I'm gonna bring the whole thing full circle, right? Hip hop itself, like, informed my decisions and made me who I am, right? Because of the competitive nature of it, the out the mud nature of everything. So even if I'm in the kitchen, my brain is hip hop, whether I want it to be or not.
Right.
If somebody's like, "Oh my God, we won best chef," I'm like, "Come see me," because you're not. You know what I mean? And I don't mean nothing. I don't mean nothing by it, but it's just
I know you.
But there's that fire that hip hop kind of like stoked that, is real important. The most important thing I could say is the knowledge of self I gained from y'all two. That's the hip hop element that people don't ever talk about, is knowledge of self. So Fats and Nove have known me since I was 16.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
roughly 16.
Yeah.
And from the black nuclear family, you know what I mean, to the do better diet first. You know what I mean? It's like you ain't gotta be vegan or be this, just do better. That's the do better diet. And so if you can't jump into anything, that's your first step. It's a do better diet. To all of my hip hop knowledge, to infinity lessons at 4:00 in the morning on everything. I owe my existence to these two people right here. And to this day, with music, with who I am as a man, with my community work, with my art forms, like if you don't see them in me, then I did something wrong. Straight up.
Trying to make me cry. No, be crying. Don't make me cry.
Well, it's just what I was saying earlier. I remember even, and this is keeping it 100, I was basically, with my personal experience, slated to be the next chapter leader. And when Dawood came and was like, "Yo, I don't think you should be the next chapter leader." Me being a Leo, I'm like, He was like, we should let Guerilla Will do it and bring in the young people.
We was like, say less.
No doubt.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Will is the one.
And that's exactly, and look what you did.
And look what you did.
I mean?
You did wonders.
With the chapter again, because you had all generations, you had all nationalities in my house on Fridays. I mean, many people came knocking on the door. Brandon, DJ Bowtie can attest for this. He knocked on my door saying, "Hey, Guerilla Will sent me. Guerilla Will said to come here to the Zulu house." You know what I mean?
Brandon, so DJ Bowtie.
You know what I mean? Always whatever like that or whatever. And again, it was always, I've always told you anything as far as you're one of the best hosts I've ever heard of any jam ever.
Yeah. You are an MC. So.
Knowledge of the B-boys, their names, knowledge of B-boying, period, and the respect that you got. You know what I mean? Once again, you know what I mean?
A music curator, somebody who really arguably is a DJ. Right. You know who everybody. If somebody plays a song, you'll be like, oh, that's so and so. And if you don't know, you'll find out. You'll be like, what is that? I got you. You'll go hunt it. You're a tourist though. You're a quintessential tourist. So you'll go hunt it down and find it. And you've put me deep with mad stuff. And y'all keep us young, man. You all of y'all keep us really young. So we flowers, man. Kudos, man.
And I just want everybody to see that. That's what's important in hip hop culture, but just the culture of us. We younger generations coming up and about to take over the world or whatever. These generational gaps are often not manifested. You know what I mean? And so I really take pride. Like I said, I love Guerilla Will.
In our relationship
because I've seen them walk. I've been to weddings. You know what I mean? Done a lot. You know what I mean? With these people. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to say, I appreciate that what you said, man. And again, I'm just glad that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing as elders, yo.
And a little more,
a
little more butter and a little more flowers.
More butter, yo.
For me as a mother of two boys, it's always been good to have, good. I got a great baby daddy, great father right here. So he's great. But they're gonna, your children take the parents for granted. It's like, okay, that's just my dad, that's just my mom. But then when they look to the left, they look to the right, all they see is good brothers, you, Dot, whatever. And then they're younger brothers, Brandon, whatever. I had a friend who kind of challenged me, kind of pissed me off because it was about somebody had said something about The Color Purple and how The Color Purple had a lot of, negative stereotypes about black men in it. And even though it was a good movie, it did have that. And there's no way to look around it. It just did, And sometimes seeing that is devastating to us when we already see so many negative images in the black community as it is. Right. All that being said, I had a friend of mine say, well, but it's true. A lot of black men don't be da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, well, that might be the truth for you. But, because he was like, you're lucky. I lucked out with him. And I was like, no. I can name too many good brothers. I can name too many good brothers for me to let you sit up here and say that. And this is a brother saying that. For me to let you sit up here and say that. And you're one of them. You're one of them. You're one of the younger people that I look at, and I'm like, no, you're. And then when you're old, you're not. We always talk like we're so old, but let's say I'm 42. It's old enough where there's generations of people under us now.
Right.
three and four generations of hip hop out here under us. It gives you hope when you see younger people doing it. And it makes you feel like, I can die now. I can die in peace. Knowing that the younger generation is going to have a baton that I can be proud that they're holding. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So thank you. You know what I mean? It's a two-way street. Elders can't be elders if there's no Padawans. You know what I mean? Imagine if all the Padawans was fucking Anakin, yo. Like,
that's what I'm saying. And it's like, yo. People like y'all hanging with us gives elders like me the courage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Guerilla William, they get down with me like that. So now I can go to my job and talk to somebody young and know that I have this experience, I have this vibration, I have this hip hop with me, and I can influence people. And again, being around y'all helped me in my leadership positions in my future job. In my future endeavors I had as a foreman on the shipyard where I had to work with people y'all age and younger and won't trying to do nothing. This a job. This ain't no Zulu Nation meeting on some hip hop. This a job on a ship they're trying to do. And I actually was able to get people to climb in tanks and climb in components based on the fact that I could rap and I could relate to them. And it's because of y'all that I could do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm 47. I'm almost 50. And for me to be able to do that is major and very important. We talked about how we don't get down with some people that we have looked up to in hip hop our whole lives up until these last 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? And why? It's because they don't do what it is, and I'm doing the best I can to do. Us going into this, We got to be in these different generations, man. We got to be arm in arm with that. And that's how we get the babies to do it. If we argue amongst ourselves, look, all these documentaries and hip hop we watch, half of them are our elders arguing amongst themselves. So here you and me trying to teach the kids about hip hop, and we got to show them documentary, and cats is beefing. So I'm like, yo, I'm just glad that we are who we are, and we're moving into this sun cycle as the order of the solar flare natives. That's all right. It don't get no better than that, son.
And on that note, now I do want to apologize. I got the DJing earlier. I kind of ran over time, and I didn't get to prep everything that I wanted to prep. I have a couple of his songs in here that I do want to play, but there was a couple of other ones, the hip hop ones that I wanted to play that I don't have. So apologies on that. But we're about to play. I know, right? I want to, but I did want to play what I have. So we're gonna play a little bit of these beats, y'all. Thanks for having Guerilla Will, thanks for having us. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all was so chatty and show mad love.
Much love.
I see you.
DJ Big C.
Appreciate the love today, man. DJ Big C, what up, bro? Yeah. Ha, what up,
real quick?
Yeah.
One last thing on the butter rubbing, yo. So this is for everybody in the chat, old, young, whatever. And when I say we, I mean me, Dot, X, all of us. We've been blessed to have elders. You know what I mean? Like we have OGs, and I'm proud to call them my elders and my OGs. But don't be out here getting caught up with olders. You know what I mean? Just because a nigga older than you don't mean he can teach you.
Don't mean he your elder. Come on.
Right. So if you decide to follow somebody and you decide to put your name on something, yo, go with the pedigree. Like they've showed and proved from day one. So like, don't get out here following no weirdos, yo. Like,
yeah, yo, and it is like that's good advice.
No, because they out here.
Oh, that's good advice. Here, some predatory ass elders out here, man, or olders, olders,
right?
Olders,
they feeding on that, yo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that, olders. So we want to say too. So we've coined a phrase. Don't take it. We about to TM that joint hard. We call it green ager. Fats is a green ager. That's what we call it. You know what I mean? I'm a green ager. When you're getting older, you know what I mean? You're an old person, but you like a teenager because off the green, off the salads, off the whatever. So being a green ager is what we all striving to be. You know what I mean? As we get older. I mean, right now, if I ask him to get down there and do 50 push-ups, he can do 50 push-ups. He can do all kind of pull-ups and
y'all about to see the dance work. I ain't gonna even front, yo. It's Guerilla Will's interview, but I ain't gonna front y'all. Y'all about to catch it.
Yeah, Fats is a healthy elder, man.
Like straight up is crazy right now. Messing with these Floyd Vader mixes and stuff, yo. I ain't gonna front. We was dealing with his I started really going off on his SoundCloud mixes. We was digging his SoundCloud.
Floyd Vader,
his SoundCloud mixes at first, but then when he started twitching and SoundCloud, listen, the lofting is insane right now.
Yeah, Fats lofting is, and Fats style that he's developed is so native and dope. Like, man, it's different. It's got that Buddha stretch in it, but it's his own unique. I don't know. I
didn't know Ejo goes far back to Buddha stretch too. Ejo is actually one of the old flat top head mop top cats. So Ejo's history is, I'm like, why is he out here bullying people? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on?
Like Ejo, let them young people have that.
I think Ejo and Khalif, I think, right? X, if I'm wrong, correct me, yo. But Big Leaf, Khalif. I believe he was there too, yo. Like, shout out to Mop Top. If you have no idea what we're talking about, look up Wreck and Shop in Brooklyn on YouTube. It's up there right now.
Word.
Yeah, y'all. So these are culturalists here. You know what I mean? I just be sitting there. I'm like, they just be talking. I'm like, word up.
And I ain't gonna front. I remember back in the day when Flowtech and y'all also, when I learned that B-boys needed no music just as much as DJs, I learned that through y'all. And I remember Flowtech was like, yeah, I got hard drives. And
Flowtech, dude, he had a hard drive like a DJ.
What do you mean? You're a B-boy. He's like, well, how
his hard drive was
crazy. Like, I remember when Flowtech and big up to his mutant tail. Flowtech would come through with the vinyl Virginia. Yeah, this is the first funk album ever released in Virginia on vinyl. Like, what in the hell? Where'd you get that from, bro? You know what I'm saying? So I love my crew for that, yo.
Yeah, our crew is second to none.
Yeah, Spark said earlier, I love my village. No doubt, Spark.
Yeah, straight up.
On team, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Black Lotus stand up, and y'all get ready for that too. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
So tomorrow, y'all are going live when? Let me say that right quick before I play this, because what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna play it and in the show off. I'm just gonna let that be the closing music. His beat.
We're doing the pop-up DJ S. Solar Flare Network, you know what I'm saying? DJ Bow Tie tomorrow, Culture Chronicles, man, doing the pop-up, you know what I'm saying? Old to the new, We're gonna battle old versus new. Speaking, we're gonna actually continue the interview just talking about this generational
gap.
thing.
Yeah, we're gonna
have a little fun with that tomorrow. So y'all check the pop up out at 8-ish, 8:30-ish, something like that. You know, come back and live with the Culture Chronicles. Hip Hop Appreciation Week continues, yo. On my affiliation mission. Stop playing with it, y'all.
All right, and yo, you in the village too, sis. You just joined. You just
okay. We done built your hut.
Yeah, you honorary.
We done built your hut last week. Actually, last month. You know what I'm saying?
Let's look him up. Okay, we will.
Am I allowed to get shout outs off real quick and some?
No, I mean you can say what you want. We're not in a rush. I just was trying to facilitate. Yeah, if you got more to say it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Real quick before yo. So of course y'all, thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Vader, my man X, my right hand man.
You know what I mean? Vase.
Honor to my Assassin's Crew fam, Junior's Lee Brickhouse, Future. You know what I mean? Whole Assassin's Crew worldwide. Shouts out to Circle of Fire. Shouts out to Sour Patch, Soul Shifters.
Sweet name.
Shout out to MF Rose, yo. You know what I mean? Shout out to MF Rose. Who else? My man Teckle. Wreck the Floor, my man Hans, like everybody, yo, like our journey is so interwoven and it's so dope.
Yeah,
all the things that came out, and so like I'm honored and blessed to be with all these people, yo, and so
likewise, man, likewise. Now on that note, what I'm gonna read the songs to you that I have in this computer.
Okay.
And because they're spread amongst the different computers, and that's the problem. I got
that's
4 or 5 computers. Let me see. So I've got Freaky Ting Final Form.
Yeah.
I've got. So I should play that.
Oh no, I was just like yeah.
Oh, you just like yeah. I got Afro Indigenous. I got Hover 64. That's you, right? That's you.
Yeah, Hover 64.
Okay, Hover 64, and then I got. I'm going to play the Zion. I'm going to play the Zion RB edit. So I already know I'm going to play that. But name another one. I'm going to play 2 of them.
You can play 2.
Or I can just play the Zion RB edit. What do you want me to do?
For contrast, play Hover 64 just because it's different, and then we're
going. So I'm gonna start with that. Y'all let me know if this sounds good enough or whatever. I think I can actually share it where y'all can hear. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share the screen so y'all can hear it.
Cool.
Let me pull it up like this. Hold on. Start with that. So how long you been making beats while I pull this up?
7 months.
7 months, y'all. So if that's not an inspiration, the man said he just wanted to go to culinary school and he did. He got a tattoo because he wanted one. Then he was like, let me make beats. And he started making beats. And now, listen, all right? So let me see.
Same thing with the school, the culinary school. Same thing.
Yeah.
All glory and honor to God, yo. I can't take none of that. Yo, like
I like that. I like that.
That's
even better.
Yeah, we do it.
All right, let me see. Share audio. Okay. So
hey.
Let me run it back.
Yeah, DJ Big C, man. We see you, man. We'll interview you, man.
Yeah, we'll interview. We're gonna get our interview on anyway. We have like once a month.
We got you, man.
I want to do Vader next.
We come. Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be tight.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then your brother.
I think there's an echo.
Okay, that's all about. I'm gonna mute these mics. All right.
Okay.
You say you can't hear it?
Yeah, I couldn't hear it.
Okay, let me try it again.
All right.
Could y'all hear it? I guess not. Let me see. I muted the mics. You wouldn't think that would mute the audio, right? Because I told it.
You would not think so.
You wouldn't think that. I told it to share the audio. Hold on, we're gonna try it again. I told it to share the audio.
I told her to share the audio. What are we doing here?
What are we doing over here? All right.
Bada bada boom.
Share audio and stop playing. I don't know how to do. If I'm gonna mute our mics again. I'm gonna share the audio. If it don't play, then sorry, y'all.
I'll mute mine from here.
Okay.
All right. and went back out. Why are you being this way? Well, welcome everybody.
All right, this next joint though, we about to house these cats. You know what I'm saying? What's dope
And
is
now it's moving into house. We're about to
we about to house it.
Is Batman bust down in that joint?
Oh,
Oh,
is that one of the newer ones you sent?
yeah, it was. I'm not sure when I sent it though, so that's okay.
Okay, that's probably because I thought I got the newer ones you sent, but I'll have to go back through my emails. I'm sorry, but
No, you good. You straight.
Okay. But this one is crazy. Y'all check this out. All right, turn this joint up.
Would you be my baby? 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 my baby? Would you be my lady? Sioma, would you be my baby? Would you be my lady?
So y'all, this has been the thing that it's been.
Hey.
This was lovely, lovely, yo.
Hip hop healthcare, yo. We talked about
Sure,
hip hop. We talked about healthcare. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
that's what we doing, yo.
And
you
we
know
enjoyed y'all. Y'all turned out. Y'all showed mad love. Oh, you
For
sad? Don't be sad. So yeah, there's a lot I can do. That's what I said. I'm sitting there listening. I'm like, oh yes, that's getting spun in my mix. In my next mix, it will appear, sir. Now, usually I wait till the person show up. And don't he look familiar?
Yeah, he does.
DJ Big C, you look jive familiar to us.
Really, man.
He'll let me on them, yo.
Yeah, he said he looked like my uncle and them. Yeah, you look mad. Maybe that's just what you just look like mad people that we know and are related to. You're from a big tribe of people. But it's been dope, man. And oh yeah, I'm about to say I usually spin people's stuff when they show up in the joint. So when next time I pop up, if you can, you turn up in there. Because as soon as I see your name, I'm playing. I
got you, son.
That's how I work. But I'll play without you.
And Kiwi. So this is a solo. This is a solo joint. On the EP, there will be a Floyd Vader Deep Like remix that he played last night.
That he played last night.
That was
crazy.
That was insane.
It was crazy.
By the way,
Yeah.
Bananas.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah, that was really nice.
I've never wanted to fight this man more in my life, bro. I was like,
and when he was playing it, we were having a meeting up here to plan for this.
Right.
And like right in the middle while he was playing it, we all met. And so we were kind of listening to him play it as we were about to meet. And it was just a magical. But yeah, man. So good stuff, y'all. It was good to have you. Any final words?
I mean, all I got to say is I just want to let everybody know that this how we roll. This is who you're dealing with. It's the Solar Flare Network. Once again, you had Simile a couple weeks ago. You got Guerilla Will here. You already know how we do here, Culture Chronicles and Each Nine Teach Nine. Not only can we make house music, we can DJ the hell out of it, as you can see. We can DJ anything. We can rhyme.
Yes.
We get you some graph writing. Like I said, we
of course
we
B-boy.
do it all. But we just want to let y'all know this is really what we like. This is what we do, and this is what we do first for everybody. We are family people, and we want good vibes, and we want knowledge, because knowledge is power, and a lot of us are lacking it. A lot of us could learn this here or there. We need to learn more things from other people. So this is what we do. This is what we love right here, yo. This is what we love.
Will, we love you. Vades, Kiwi, DJ Big C, everybody who tuned in, Megalocks, everybody. We love y'all. Sparks, it's a joker. Thank you for being here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Big C been showing the family mad love this week.
Come on.
An overabundance of love.
Yeah,
so if you want anything you just heard, sir, you hit me up on Instagram. Once it's mastered, you got it. Like,
you family. Yeah,
no
Big
doubt.
C is you fam just off the Love You show. And thank you, man. You made my day earlier with that. You know what I mean? But you didn't have to do that. So I would love you regardless, but you did do that. And you almost my heart almost came out my chest. I was like, oh my God. So thank you.
DJ Sega.
What's up?
Hey yo, son, we had so many parties where Sega's mixes had us losing our minds, yo.
Word?
Like, yo, DJ Sega, yo.
Make sure I follow. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I follow. Son. We might already be following each other.
Word up.
So
word up.
Oh, yeah. He said you took it back, huh? Yeah.
Yo, the Peppermint Beach Club, yo.
Okay, he back then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
His remixes and edits. Dot had him, and Dot was going stupid with him.
And see, Dot that dude too. Y'all some librarians with it, yo. That's I love that, yo.
Look, there you go. There go Dot right there. There go Dot.
Hey, wait. Oh yeah, that's what is it? Raid the Club. Raid the Club this Saturday. I think DJ Chantel B, Sega's on, Dot's on, DJ B's on.
So what? It's a Twitch raid.
Twitch raid for all club music.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Dot, kill him.
So all of y'all who are unfamiliar with like Baltimore Club or Jersey Club, Raid the Club is coming up Saturday. If you can catch anything,
When does it start, Dot? Do you know? Give us a little bit of the details before we go out there. So, rate the club. Dot is an amazing DJ, y'all. Big inspiration to us. So again, y'all go follow him. He's another one that we, all of us are new to Twitch, so we're just trying to really build ourselves up. And the family.
Y'all gonna get some tomorrow on that pop up. Y'all gonna get some of that S dot tomorrow on that pop up.
You know what I mean?
I understand.
That's what she said.
Thank
you for all the time. That was a good one.
Yo.
Yeah, thank you for all the time.
Hey,
appreciate you. You always, man. You've been showing mad love, Kobe.
I ain't gonna front, Kobe. You got my favorite profile site.
Yeah, your profile pic is top notch. Yeah, it's top notch.
The Warriors,
the Furies, yo.
Yeah, that's dope. The Furies, yo. It's top notch.
Sweet.
He said. So it's just Saturday. Okay, no doubt.
Yeah, it's all day Saturday.
No doubt.
It's like from like noon to like I think midnight almost.
Okay.
Oh,
it's a different DJ.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna catch it then.
DJ, if you go to Dot's Instagram or DJ Chantel B with an S, the whole lineup is Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Oh man. Are we going? Okay.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Word up.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm big on New Jersey. I love New Jersey house.
Yeah, Jersey house is the lick. All right. Well, we love y'all. We love y'all. I'm gonna keep saying anything else. There's always something else to say. That's another thing. Anybody who knows us knows that our house is a vortex. If you come over here and you start building with us, you'll be here 3 more hours than you intended. Don't come here with nothing behind it because you will not make it on time to your next event. You'll be here at 4 a.m. and you'll converse with us right out the door.
And we'll do the same. I'm gonna tell you what sometimes we'll do when we meet people. Like, we'll meet for an hour. We got stuff to do. And then we did get over here, and then boom, 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 boom.
Thanks, Brendel.
You know what I'm saying?
What you said, but don't. Yeah. So, but all right, y'all, for real. All right, so we just hit the 2 hour and 30-minute mark, and I think that's a good place to do it.
Yeah.
Guerilla Will.
Yes, man.
We love you, bro.
Yeah, man. Keep going, man. It's just the beginning. That's what I like about this. Another reason why this interview is timing. This is the beginning. We the seeds have been planted and all that or whatever. We're about to roll now. You know what I mean? So we about to we're about to get it popping.
It's time. Thread count coming soon. More music coming soon.
More music coming soon.
Native Jenkins
is coming soon. I promise you.
Is coming soon.
And some stuff with Vade and all of that, and with Vader and stuff. So we got a lot of so this has been this with this dude right here.
Yeah,
that's
you know what I mean. Please check out our son's beat tape. The little 12-year-old producer made a beat tape. The Z-Axis, that's his name, his beat making name. Oh,
Young Prince, yo.
And it's dope. It's actually a fire project.
It really is.
So please support, you know what I mean? SoulTrustRecords.com, stand up. All right, we out, y'all. All right.
Zach Rogers Nelson, yo.
Everybody put your hand up like that. Bring your fist in like this. Bring your thumb across it, tilt it, bring it right to the camera like that. And dap us supremely. Thank you very much. We love y'all, yo.
There it is.
Doom forever,
man.
All righty.
R.I.P. Paul Mooney, y'all.
Y'all don't forget October 31st. Our Solar Flare Natives is declaring it Doomsday. All right, get your mask ready.
Love
y'all.
Peace, y'all. We love y'all.
Peace.
Stay there.